Guys, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Like the vid, guys. Like the vid. Like the vid, guys. My people, like the vid. My people, like the vid, guys. Like the vid. Subscribe, guys. Smash the like button. So, guys, we're gonna be talking about Chelsea preseason tour. Um, the matches. We're gonna be doing some roundup of the matches. We're gonna talk about Muhammed Kudus potentially coming to Chelsea because according to David Austin, I'm gonna put out the tweet. He tweeted about personal terms almost agree between Chelsea and Kudus. And after that, I think once the personal terms is fully on the percent agree, we'll speak to Ajax and I think we'll table what I am for Kudus. But Kudus is one of the players we're looking at. And also I think Caicedo too will also join. It's all about Chelsea kind of having a conversation with Brighton and coming to a compromise about what we want. And I think once we get into that situation, I think Moise Caicedo and Kudus we kind of way we play right now. I'm impressed with everything I see with the player. Yeah, some players kind of annoy me, which I believe they can do more. Sterling, all of them can always do more because the problem we need to gel together as a team. This team is very young and there's a lot of potential in this team. But the more we play together, the more we understand each other, the more the combination of the team will work very well. But overall, I'm impressed. Like the V, subscribe, smash the like button, like the damn V, like the V. We're gonna talk about some of the individual player. Oh my, Mikaela Mudryk, Nicola Jackson, Angelo. That I'm impressed with what I see. I think the combination needs to be right. I don't know how Pochettino is going to play the combination, but I'm impressed with what I see. It's early, but I am getting excited and I'm very impressed with what I see. There's a potential in this team. I think overall, what we need to do more now is all about getting the defense right. We consider some stupid, weird as good, which I don't like us to concede, but it's okay. It's preseason. I'll take that because a lot of things we need to work on, which is very, very important, which I believe we will work on. I'm happy about the transition of the team and everything, but overall, I'm impressed. Like that damn video, subscribe, smash the like button. Let's go, my people. Yeah, my people, like the video, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button, like the damn video. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Like that video, smash the like button, guys. Yeah, we're gonna talk about kudos to Chelsea because I'm going to the Austin. We stated today that personal fans is almost agreed. There was a little bit of dialogue today between Chelsea and Ajax in terms of talking about kudos, and I think the dialogue is a positive dialogue. But potentially, personal terms is about to be agreed very soon. And then once the personal terms is being sorted out, we will speak to Ajax in terms of how much they want to get for Kudus because he has 2 more years on his contract. So we're gonna speak about him, and also we'll talk about Moise Caicedo because the report is he wants to come. And I think the issue with Caicedo is all about how much are we gonna pay, how much does Brighton want. We're gonna, I think the discussion will be ahead in that. But I don't think it's a little bit difficult not to find a compromise to that. I think there will be a compromise, and I think whenever we get a compromise, I don't know how we get a compromise, but there will surely be a compromise where we find a way to fix it, and I think we'll surely find a way to fix it. It's all about how we find a way to fix everything. But overall, we'll see Kudus, Caicedo coming in, and I think Silva, can he play all matches? I'm a little bit worried with the defense because we need to there have to be a lot of understanding. But Jashile is coming back, which I'm happy about. Fofana is out for like 6 months. Do we really need a defender? Yes, but I think I can still trust Bashir Humphrey. But my problem with Bashir Humphrey is, do I want to throw him into the light, into the Premier League light? I'm a little bit not sure. But like I said, it's a matter of gelling, consistency, understanding each other. It's a little bit difficult with the defense, but I'm happy with the right back backup, left back backup, the midfield into the sorted. That midfield is very imbalanced. Lord have mercy. How quick we can done on Caicedo and Kudus, I don't know how quick we can do that. We need to sort that. Those two deals has to be. So that midfield is imbalanced. The attack, I'm okay with. Raheem Sterling, I need to loan you back to Nasarawa United. Yeah. I almost threw up when I was Sterling. I'm using Android. I'm not using iPhone. Please, Lampard made me break a TV. I don't want to break it. This is preseason. I'm calm. Please, this is beyond this. I can't. This is beyond explanation. Don't do this to my heart, please. Don't do this to my heart. This is preseason, and you need to get your book. You need to get your sheet. You need to get your shit right, man. If you don't get this right, Lord have mercy. No. I think the defense needs to be. There have to be a lot of understanding in defense, and I think with time, with a lot of purpose, there will be more understanding. It's all about Poch finding the right balance, because will Silva play all matches? Potentially yes or no, it depends. So, but actually, how soon can it come? I don't know. The report is it might be back when the season starts. How long is it? I don't know. Fofana 6 months is out. Can I trust Bashir Humphrey? Yes, I can trust him, but I'm a little bit 50-50 on that. Do we need a defender? Yes. Am I gonna spend 80 million on another defender? I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do that. But overall, we'll see. But like I said, we need to sort that midfield out as soon as possible. It is very, very important. But we'll see. So let's talk about Kudus. Kenny, are you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, good. It was nice game, Like I said, for me, it's goals, because we've been struggling for the past few seasons. We've been struggling to get goals. So liking that the attackers are getting confidence. Happy for Mudryk, his first goal since he's come to the club. Nice goal as well. I like the link up. Like Jackson
We'll get there.
Jackson is looking interesting.
We'll get there. Your take on Muhammed Kudus.
Kudus, he's a good player. I think obviously I've seen they've been looking for like a left side attacker. They were looking at Shirky. Obviously Kudus is a bit more. I think he's 22. He's
22. Yes.
22. So yeah, still he keeps on going with the policy of buying under 25, 24 players. He has a bit more experience than Shirky. I think he obviously he's played Champions League. He's played at Ajax for the past like few years now.
And I'm also hearing Poch wants to use him the way he used Dele Alli in Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, so like as a 10?
No, not as a 10.
Oh, second striker.
Yes, as a floating. Yes, exactly.
Floating, yeah. I don't know. I tell you, he might use Nkunku for that, but maybe.
I'm okay with Nkunku to do that, but sometimes you need the rotation though, which is very important.
Yeah, that's true. And especially like what I'm seeing from Sterling, like
yeah. And I think if we play Kudus in that right wing, it will perform.
He will perform. Yeah, I think he will perform well. There's another left foot as well. I think probably Angelo is gonna go on loan. So yeah, I think that we do need.
I don't think with the performance in Portugal, because Poch said he wants to keep some young stars. So I'm looking at Caicedo, I thought maybe Angelo. Those three, he might try to keep those three.
No, I think Angelo is going, because I think if Kudus come, I think Angelo will go on loan.
No, and the problem is, even if Kudus come, I want Angelo to be in the squad because of Capital One Cup and FA Cup, this kind of stuff.
Nah, I think it's better for him. I think it's better for him to go on loan, to actually play. I think like when you're young like that, I think it's better for him to play. I think.
But the problem is, Angelo is Mudryk is in trouble, because if he does not perform, oh Lord have mercy.
Like I said, if we buy Kudus, I think that because I'm seeing he's playing Chukwuemeka more as like number 10. He didn't play him in the pivot today. He played him a bit further up. So I think he's going to keep him. And on the left, you already have You have on the left, on the right, you have Mudryk and
Mm-hmm.
probably another like a Kudus maybe. You have
Mm-hmm.
Nkunku, Chukwuemeka.
I'm
You
I'm
have
loan,
Sterling,
I'm loaning
Emmanuel.
Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka, I'm loaning him out. That guy needs to be loaned out, man.
I
Excuse
think he
me.
should be loaned out, but I don't think he's gonna loan him. I think he's gonna loan Angelo. I think Angelo is the one that's gonna go on loan because
Based on
Chukwuemeka.
what Poch said today, I don't think he's loaning out Angelo because he said he wants to keep some young players, and I'm hearing he's referring to Angelo, Casade, and Santos. He wants to keep those
Nah,
three of
I
them.
think Santos is definitely staying. I think Angelo, I think will go on loan, and Caicedo, I think Caicedo, I'm not sure. Caicedo, I'm not sure. Today he didn't. He wasn't as good as the first game.
Yeah, Casade was
Obviously,
good. It was no because he was good today. I like what I saw from him today.
it
He
was
was good
alright.
today.
I think sometimes he didn't release the ball a bit. There was a couple
Yeah,
times where he needed to
because
release
he's
the ball a
young.
bit more.
He's young, so I
Yeah,
can
he's
expect
still
that
young.
from a young player. But overall, but firstly, Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah, could. Yeah, like I said, he's a good player. I think. I don't know what's the price. I know we are close
No, I
to
think
agreeing
I
to
just want to say 40 45. That's what I'm hearing.
euros or pounds.
I don't know the difference. You guys have to. Which
Uh,
one is higher? Which one is bigger?
Pounds is higher
Okay, so
than euros.
I think it's 40 million euro, something like that.
Yeah, I think if you can get him for that price,
Mm-hmm.
40 million
The
euros.
same amount Arsenal get for Timber. That's what I'm getting for Kudus.
Yeah. I think yeah, if you can get him for 40 million, it would be
Mm-hmm.
alright. But that's the thing. I don't want to get into bidding bidding war with Arsenal and just trying to high up the price of the guy. He's a good player. Obviously, he has some experience.
Mm-hmm.
I know he had a good as in the Champions League. I know he had this year he had a couple good games. I saw him against Liverpool, against Napoli. He played also.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's a good player. Would be. I do think we do need a one more attacker as well,
Mm-hmm.
and he does have some experience. So yeah, it would be a good signing, a decent signing.
We're gonna talk about Chelsea, but I'm impressed because I noticed something about this team. We are a second half team, not a first half team, and I don't like that. I don't really like that because we are more of a second half team. We gel more in second half than in the first half, which is a little bit worry for me because sometimes when you play a big team, they can easily kill you in the first half, which is a little
Uh,
bit worry for me.
I do think that but today I think the red card helped in the second half. The red
Mm-hmm.
card definitely helped. But
Mm-hmm.
first half was decent. But yeah, the first half I think first half at the beginning we struggled. Like Brighton
Mm-hmm.
were really. But we'll talk about the game later.
We'll get it. So, but
Yeah,
kudos,
definitely.
I'm impressed because when those things tweet, I just have to go to bed to go and sleep. I don't need to worry myself because I trust Austin. It does not tweet rubbish. See, if Austin does not show about something, it doesn't come out and say it. So when David Austin says something, you have to be attentive to it too. You have to be attentive to it, man. Yeah. So let's see. Abdul, your boy, Mohammed, you see since the World Cup, you have been shouting on this team. You've been lambasting. You've been cursing. You've been swearing for a lot of people. Mohammed Kudus, your boy is here. You and King Black, you have been swearing, cursing, abusing so many people. Abdul, you might finally get your wish. Mohammed Kudus is here. Give me your take, brother. Abdul, give me your take. Talk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
All right.
You're finally getting your wish. You've been cursing and swearing. Your boy is coming.
Yeah, but am I clear? I'm not too loud or too low
No,
or
you're good.
anything.
You're good. We can hear you
I'm good.
100%
Okay.
clear. Mhm.
So the thing is, you said Mohammed Kudus,
Mhm.
but what is giving me joy is I'm even seeing players that are better than Kudus in this Chelsea young team.
Mhm.
I'm seeing players that are even exciting me more than Kudus.
Mhm.
So, is the deal done?
No.
I don't think so.
Austin tweeted that there's a competition already, but not on price yet. But once
Okay.
personal time has been agreed, I think that we'll talk about that. But the report is saying 40
Yeah.
45.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm actually surprised more teams are not hovering around Kudus,
Mhm.
especially after the World Cup,
Mhm.
because I think he's a brilliant player. He's a brilliant player. And like I said, these are the kind of players
Mhm.
Chelsea should be going after now. Young,
Mhm.
talented players for us to train and develop properly.
Yeah.
And nobody should tell me we cannot win with this team because Ajax does it. So I don't see reason why we shouldn't do it. If we follow the same model, we can um, achieve success. And I'm liking what I see, and I'm already liking what I see. I'm already tempted to say or to start an agenda for us to actually forget about Caicedo, especially for in my opinion, I think anything above 70, we should forget this kid.
We're gonna see Abdul. We're gonna pay that amount of money. We have no choice.
You know what? You know why I
No, we
said
do
so?
need
I'm like,
midfielders. We need midfielders.
hold on. You guys like to rush. You guys.
Go ahead.
See, it's difficult to talk to Chelsea fans sometimes. So the thing is, for 70 million or anything above 70 million, in my opinion, we should forget him this summer. Maybe next summer we'll go back for him again. If you look at it, this guy's only had like 1 year experience in the Premier League. Okay, so you cannot compare him to Declan Rice.
No, he's been here for 2 years.
Oh my God!
Hold on. Okay,
Abdullah, haven't you given Ken a chance to speak?
No, I'm just saying that. No, I'm just saying that he's been there for 2 years. It's not 1 year.
But you're interrupting me mid-sentence.
No, I'm just saying. No, obviously the statement was wrong. I'm just. Oh yeah, continue.
Okay, has he been here for 2 seasons?
No.
Yes, at Brighton. Yes.
Well, I'm not. Okay, so let's say he's been here for 2 seasons. The owner of Brighton, my point is the owner of Brighton is saying he is as good as Declan Rice.
He's even better than Declan Rice. He's even better.
That is even exactly that is even better than Declan Rice. Okay, he cannot say that because Declan Rice has had like 4 or 5 seasons experience in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, he only has 1 season experience in the Premier League. Okay, and then number 2 is I have not seen a game. I'm saying me personally. I have not watched a game where he's imposed himself on the midfield, where he's dominated himself, where he's dominated a midfield play. I have not seen that. Okay, I have not seen him do anything. I think it's rare for a defensive midfielder. He hasn't shown me that. Oh, I haven't seen. And what I mean is, I have not seen maybe a kind of Yaya Toure in him. I have not seen a Michael Essien in him. I'm not saying he would not be eventually as better than this player. I'm saying from what I see now, I'm mapping my argument against the price. So I'm not mapping my argument against him as a player. It's against the price, I'm saying. Okay. So, and the thing is, I think these guys are just bloody greedy because for a player you got for like £5 million. Are you joking? You want us to cough up 100 million for this guy? No. To me, if he goes anything above 70 million, we should just hold on. And another reason why I say hold on is I believe we might get something. I think it's not difficult for us to get something that is better than him or equally as good as him, especially from Europe, for even half the price. Half the price. Okay, so I think we should hold fire because if not only this week, we've not started talking about. We've only recently started talking about maybe Mbappe will go to Madrid this summer.
Yeah.
And if Mbappe goes to Madrid this summer, then it means Madrid has to pay something. Okay, so you never know. Madrid might want to dispose one of their midfielders. You know what I mean? We might be able to test Madrid with a Tchouaméni or Camavinga. We might be able to test Madrid with one of those 2 players. And remember, if Madrid gets their 3 kings, Rodrigo,
Mbappe,
Vini, and Mbappe. You know what Perez is going to do? Perez is just going to light a cigarette, a big fat cigar, open a champagne, and he will just be rotating the players behind them for the next 5, 6 seasons. He wouldn't really care. Every player behind those players will have a price.
Yeah.
Once he gets his 3 kings, every other player will have a price. If you come in for them and your price is good, he will sell.
Yeah. He's a businessman. He wants to make money.
Exactly. So we have to hold fire. I don't know why we're rushing. Actually, you know, from the second deal Bolly did, I started respecting that guy. Like, this guy's a thoroughbred businessman. Forget about he doesn't know anything about the football side. Let's not mince words. But business side, okay, I would say he should keep pushing this thing to the end of the transfer. Let him go out and be getting other players that we need. Because you never know the scenario.
This Kudus came out from nowhere. We didn't even do anything. It just came out from
Exactly. It means they've been doing that at the background. So let them just continue doing their other businesses at the background and let them just hold this Caicedo. Let them just be holding the transaction to the end, to the final day, and let's see what will happen. Because you never know, opportunities might open.
The problem is the boardroom, the Zerbi, and the ownership are not, because Caicedo himself is already having an issue with them.
Give it 2 minutes.
The reason he didn't play today was not because he came in late. It was because of the transfer. That was the reason they put him out of the squad.
No, but you see, like things like you guys are saying, go and take Tchouaméni or Camavinga from what? Do you know how much Real Madrid would ask for Tchouaméni?
It's 80 or 70 million.
Are you what? Do you know how much they bought him for? They bought him for 100 million. They will ask for minimum that price.
Exactly.
They will ask for.
If you're not gonna pay for Caicedo, you want to pay for Tchouaméni. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's going to be even more expensive to pay for Tchouaméni because Tchouaméni actually is he's playing for France. It's going to be more like odd. And the thing is that nowadays, especially for young talents that are like you have to pay minimum 100. Even for midfielders now, you have to pay 100 million. Like I know people are mad at prices like 70, but the thing is that nowadays 7.
Oh, your mic.
Players that are playing in confirmed leagues, you have to pay that type of money.
But Kenny, okay, let's say we get Kudus and Caicedo. How do we line up? Do we go 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1? Because I think Poch prefer 4-2-3-1.
I don't know. Today he played 4-3-3, so he played with
Santos.
Santos.
He played 4-2-3-1 today.
No, in the second half. In the second half, he played
Santos
played deeper, and then it was Caicedo and Conor Gallagher, and then in the
when Enzo came in, he switched the formation a little bit.
Yes, because I think in the first half you saw that I think we struggled when you played Gallagher and Santos because Gallagher with the ball, like you cannot try to build up play with Gallagher. You just can't do it.
Yes,
the guy is terrible on the ball. He's just terrible. Every time you press him, the guy goes back every time and puts pressure on the back. If you like I said, if you want to play him, if you want to play 4-3-3 and play him maybe as an 8 as a rotation, I get it. But in the double pivot, the guy he cannot play in the double pivot. We should stop that. Managers should stop that experience.
So what do you do if you let's say we buy Caicedo now and we bring in Kudus? How do we set up?
Like I said, Caicedo is probably, if he buys Caicedo, he's going to be a 4-2-3-1 with Caicedo and Enzo in a pivot, and then as a 10, he's either going to be maybe an Nkunku or maybe a Kudus, and then up front it's going to be a Nkunku or Jackson.
Okay, because Paul said it today that he wants to play Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson together as a front.
Yeah, he might try.
So now, if you want to play both of them together, somebody has to be on the bench. So how does he set up the three of them? Because now, if you are playing those front three, that's your strong starting 11. You have to have a bench where that person can be a difference maker coming off the bench.
No, that's like that. It depends. I think if he plays 4-2-3-1, I think he can play both of them and then play 2 wingers. Or if he plays 4-3,
but Abdullah, what are you saying?
I said
Kudus is a forward player.
It's more for me. It's more of a number 10 for me. There's never a number 8.
Kudus is not a number 10, not at this level. He might be able to play number 10 for Ghana, but he's either a striker or he's a winger from the left or from the right.
Yeah, he's gonna
So
be a winger.
he's got nothing to do with being a midfielder or a number 10. Not at this level.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play him winger. I think, like I said, he's playing. He's like we've been targeting a right winger because they need
I
they've been
think
trying to get.
I think
Abdullah, don't forget. Abdullah, hold on. Abdullah, don't
Mhm.
forget. Last season we didn't have a striker. That's
Yeah.
why Kai Havertz was our striker all through.
Yeah, I
So
know.
Chelsea is a team without a striker. So now we bought in, the only assured striker we bought in is Nicholas Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you call him?
Nkunku.
Nkunku is a forward player himself. He can play right, left, center, number 10. He's a forward player.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to realize we are just building a team now.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think it's too much to ask Chelsea to have 3 strikers.
Yes,
Naturally, before
now this is
we
the
used
question.
to have 3 strikers.
But Abdul, this is it now. Do you trust Broja because he just came back from injury? Do you ease him in or you take time with him? Because it's a striker. You can't sell Broja. You can.
Yeah, I think honestly it depends on.
Broja, bro. You can't even Broja cannot deliver till like after what do you call it? After
he just came back
Christmas.
from injury.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He cannot deliver till after Christmas. You cannot expect that he would deliver anything for you till after Christmas.
But I think it depends how the preseason goes. I think if he sees that Jackson and Nkunku are doing well, I think you can buy a striker. But like I said, right now the striker market is not great.
Yes, it's too.
So
like, a lot of money. You can't. Yeah. Because
you
can't remember, Abdul. Remember because the board wanted to buy a striker from, but Port said he doesn't. We want to assess Nkunku and then Jackson before buying them.
Yeah, so we have 2 strikers. We only have 2 strikers now, or 2 strikers that can play for us at this level.
At this level, yes.
That we can depend on. We only have 2 of them. Which other strikers do we have?
Amanda Broja.
That's what I'm saying. He's the 3rd striker, but he cannot deliver until after Christmas.
After Christmas, because he just coming back from injury. He can't.
Are you sure?
No, he cannot. He cannot deliver. What is going to? The guy is just coming back from injury.
And you can't rush him.
Yeah.
You cannot rush him.
No, you can't rush him. But we're gonna play one game a week. So it's not as if we're gonna play we don't have many games.
Yeah.
So you don't need to rush him back. You can play him maybe in Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Yeah, you don't need to rush him back.
No. I don't. I said he cannot deliver. So we cannot depend on him whatsoever until maybe after Christmas.
Yeah.
So there's nothing. Even if you have 40 games a week, or if you have no games a week, there's nothing you can do. He's injured. He's coming back from a serious injury.
Yeah, he's gonna play. I don't know this after Christmas. The guy's training already, so he's going in the next 2 months, probably September.
No, but
October.
What do you want him to play? Why do you want him to play anything?
No, but
if you have 2 strikers.
No, he's a 3rd striker, so yeah, you don't need to as a 3rd striker. You don't need him to.
What I'm saying is we already have 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Why do you have to even waste your time with Broja? Why are you considering Broja? Why is Broja on your mind when you already have 2 strikers?
No, because he's a 3rd one. He's a 3rd one just in case because Nkunku is a striker. You might not even play striker. So yeah.
No, I agree with you. He's a 3rd one. Okay. Yeah. At the moment, the way I see it is we have 2 strikers now. Okay. What do you call it? Broja is a 3rd striker. But even if you buy Kudus, okay, Kudus is more like a forward player.
Yeah.
If you watch him play for Ajax, he's either playing from the right or playing from the
left. Yes, I agree. Yeah. That's true.
So,
but in Ghana, he plays as number 10 in Ghana.
But this season he played more as a false 9.
As a false 9 this season. Yes.
He played more as a false 9.
That is when that guy that just retired. That's when he's not playing. What's that guy's name? That guy that's scored a lot of goals for them. Is it Tadic? Yeah, that's when Tadic is not playing.
Yeah.
That's when he's playing as a striker. Anytime Tadic is playing, he's playing either from the left or from the right.
Yeah.
So he's not like their target man.
No, it's not that. I mean, no.
But
He
but
can
you're
play there, but
correct.
it's not the main.
Yeah, but you're correct. When they play, I think when they play Liverpool at Anfield, he was the
Yeah,
target
Yeah, he
man.
played that.
that was
Yeah,
the number
yeah, it was
9.
the
Yes.
first.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a plus we have a player like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me, I'll just allow Roger to fully do his recovery 100%, fully healed before he comes back.
Mm.
Okay, because we are well covered there.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
agree.
so
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I agree because if you do that because there's no use in no Europa League, it makes me happy that you can ease him in bit by bit. And Port can say sometimes just mix because he said he wants to mix up the striking position. Sometimes we'll go because if you get Kudus now, I might see Port doing what he did in Tottenham by making Kudus be the Dele Alli where he can be that floating striker / number 10 where those balls that Enzo usually pass, that you can just say shadow striker just run, boom, and score those goals. So I can see Port doing that in that aspect. That's why I want to go for Kudus because Kudus can play variety of that front three. He can play anywhere there. Left wing, right wing, striker, number 10. He can play around that. He can play anywhere there. So we need a kind of player in that team where you can float him around. You can float him around. You can have that chemistry gel together with the front four we're gonna be playing with. So
Yeah, that's true.
Because now
Yeah,
it
that's
depends on how you want to use him.
Yeah.
Because I don't
And
think
if he wants,
go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, if he wants to do that, I think Jackson is the perfect. I like what I'm seeing from like as a like he's similar to like for example, the Colomoni is that type of striker. Like it's not really like a it's not like the Vlahovic type or Allen type of striker. I like him. He's quite mobile. Yeah, he can. Like, I'm liking the link up play he's having right now. Like the nice one touches. Like, no, the guy's impressive right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If Kudus coming is an exciting one because now you have an headache where opposition that want to play Chelsea now will have to be like, who do we mark? Because if you're gonna target Kudus, you have Jackson who is fast, Nkunku who is fast, Mudryk who is fast. So now, if opposition want to shut down players, you can't shut down those front four. It's not possible. Those front four, you can't shut down all of them. You can shut down only one of them or two. You see those front four? You can. Personally, cannot decide could be mad and just play those four in a match. So he can do it because now he has variety of different formation he wants to play. He can just try to implement his system and say, let me rest somebody, play this one, rest this, play this, rest this, play this. So it depends. It depends. He can play Kudus on the right because that's telling. See, Raheem Sterling needs to go back to maybe Nasarawa FC or Baghdad or Afghanistan or Faroe Island. Whatever he wants to go to. I don't care anymore. That guy, see, whoever wants to buy Sterling, there's eBay, there's FedEx, there's Amazon, there's USPS. Please, if you want to buy Sterling, you can buy him. In my country, there's called Banjo, Bend and Select. There's Bend and Select too. You can better than Select Sterling. It's Tokumbo right now. It's not even Shitty, it's Tokumbo. And we can sell Tokumbo any amount of money. Just bring money, we'll send him out. Trade by barter. Please. I'm tired.
Sterling is too frustrating, man. He does something good and then like for example, that shot, he does good. He stays on his feet, and then he's in the box. Then he just make like what goes through
His
his brain?
decision making might be one of the worst I've ever seen in my entire life.
His decision is terrible. It's terrible. His decision making is, and the guy is supposed to be one of the experienced forward as well. Come on. Man, this guy.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or something, but this is terrible.
He's possessed, Mr. K, Muhammed Kudus. Go ahead, brother.
My namesake. I like this transfer a lot, but I'm a little worried where he's gonna play.
But for me, the way I look at Kudus is not in Ghana he plays at number 10, but in Ajax he floats around in Ajax, right wing, left wing, striker. So I don't really know the exact position of Kudus. That's my issue with that.
I'll probably say you buy him and have him stay at Ajax for this season. And bring him in next season when Chelsea probably make the Champions League.
I don't think because Chelsea want to buy him now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Buy him now. The same thing they did with Nkunku. Just buy him and have him stay over there because I just see him somewhat similar to someone like Nkunku. So I feel like he could play anywhere across the front line. And I just feel like Chelsea don't need like the same type of player to bring in the same type of player that plays the same style of play as Nkunku right now. But I really like this guy a lot. I rate him highly. So I think it's one of those transfer you should be excited about. Like he's a top player. Top.
This is
player.
how I want Chelsea to announce your player. Don't shout. Just throw a bomb and let's move on. Very simple.
Yeah.
I hate talking. That thing
They shouldn't take too long on the negotiation with this one. Get it wrapped up and focus on. I feel like the midfield, and probably they need the center.
Yeah, because
CB
that we need more players. So I think we're probably gonna wrap up Caicedo, Kudus maybe this coming week, maybe this week. Then maybe look into Caicedo because they want to get Caicedo.
No, they should just wrap those players up as soon as possible.
Wrap them up before the season starts and let's move on. So once you can wrap them before the season starts, let them gel. So once you can get if you want to get maybe another, for me, Harlot, I'm a little bit worried about Harlot, but I can still manage him. So this is I can manage Harlot. I'm worried, but I can still manage him.
Yeah, I'm worried about Harlot. That guy. I don't know how he stayed number 9.
Harlot, I'm worried about Harlot, but I can still manage him.
Crazy.
No, it wasn't that bad today. I don't know what. I don't know why people are saying that.
Why not? One night stand. I can manage him. Lord have mercy. If there's somebody I can manage him, Lord, one night stand.
Oh, Kepa.
No, I don't know why people were saying he was at fault for the first goal. I don't.
He wasn't commanding his area now.
No,
He's not a vocal. I'm not saying he's at fault, but he's not a commanding goalkeeper. Like the ball can just be flying around over his head. There was one ball there. It was literally, Chalobah was on the floor and they were just crossing the ball. I'm like, where is Kepa? It's just everywhere, man. It's not like that goalkeeper that gives you that confidence.
I agree.
Look. Instead of, to me, rather than go spend 80 million, 70 million on Caicedo, right? I'd rather spend that money on a very good, imposing central defender, because that is where our team lacks at the moment. You see the rest of the team, if you bring in Kudus, we can make an impact. But you see the defense, apart from this Gusto of the guy, the defense is not shaky. It's not convincing.
I agree to some extent.
And if let's say what do you call it? Thiago Silva. Let's say if Thiago Silva was like 28, I'll say okay. But he's 40 years old.
He'll be 39 in September.
Okay.
In 2 months'
39,
time.
whatever. Okay.
In 2 months' time.
We need it. We need central defenders. All of our central defenders that we're using, I'm always seeing a mistake, in one of them from time to time, from game to game. The only guy who's convincing is Gusto, our right back.
Yeah.
The left back, there's always a mistake.
But I trust this
guy. The central defenders.
I'm just worried. Can I throw him to the frame immediately? Bashir won't free. Because
no.
I like him.
Not at but he's only 19, not at this level.
No, the guy is too young.
I know.
That's my fear.
But the thing is, guys, we keep saying, oh, he's 19. But Gusto is 19 or so. He's just turned 20.
Yes, exactly.
But Gusto played at a high level. Like he played.
That's because he's that good. Okay, this Humphreys, I need somebody else. We need somebody in that defense. I don't see a Carvalho there. I don't see a John Terry there. I don't see a Gallas there. We need somebody in that defense. We need one person. We need a talent. When you have some of these central defense and you're thinking like, this guy, he's a defender, but he's even good enough to win a Ballon d'Or. Them Cannavaro kind of defenders, those Nesta kind of. I've not seen one
But
like that.
imagine,
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
In other parts of the team, I have seen signs of top players in some of the players there.
Mm-hmm.
But in that defense, especially in central defense,
Mm.
I have not seen a top. Barichili is good.
Yeah.
But he needs a partner.
Yeah.
He needs a dancing partner. You get my point?
I agree.
So I've not seen a central defender in that Chelsea team. That's the problem.
I agree.
You know, we should rather go invest money. I don't know how or where. We should find one and we should go invest big money in him. Okay, I would say invest in that. And I know they like Kepa, but Kepa is not it.
It's not though.
Kepa is not it. Let's be honest. So it's our central defense and our keeper. I would say that needs big investing. I'm not saying don't buy other players for other positions, but in terms of big investment, I think they should go to a keeper and a central defender.
Yeah, I agree. But the problem, because we are looking into getting Maguire of AC Milan, but Paul said he wants to work with Kepa first. Maybe because Kepa is 2025. His contract is expiring in 2 years.
You said a centre back. What do you think about Kudus' performance today?
We'll get it.
What happened? What happened today?
No, I'm just asking about Cowell.
No, but yeah. But we both saw him. So yeah, we both saw him, and then what happened? It cost us a penalty, didn't it?
No, I think it was decent. Yeah, he did do the silly foul, the penalty.
That is what I'm saying. In the central defense, there's always a mistake in them.
It's one game. You guys are going too far.
No, but he has 1 year experience in the Premier League, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Exactly. He played for a top. He played top for a top team last season.
Yeah.
So he's not just he's not the Bashir Humphreys.
Yeah.
No, I understand. No, but like I said, it was his first game. It was his first game. His first game preseason. I think it's his first game for Chelsea. Like.
No. I'm not judging him. I've painted a scenario for you. I said in that central midfield when I'm watching them. Okay.
No, I do agree.
I feel there's always a mistake in them.
No, I agree.
There's always a mistake in them. And I'm saying if we want to invest big now in that team, it should be the central defense and the keeper. I'm not saying the players there or the keeper are rubbish. I'm just saying if we want to invest big, those two areas.
Sorry, Abdul. You're right. You once said we need at least 4 signings: 1 goalkeeper, 1 central back, then get Caicedo and Kudus. That's it. Wrap it up. That's your 4.
Yeah, but I'm sensing they're not focused on the defense and the keeper. That's what
now that focus on the defense. I think now because of the Fofana injury, I think that they said if the right one. And goalkeeper and goalkeeper, I think like
our target is Maguire of AC Milan, but the amount of money AC Milan are reporting. Just said
it's too much.
We're gonna forget about Maguire. And Paul said he wants to see all the defense. He wants to see every preseason.
No, the thing is how old is this Maguire?
27.
He's young.
27.
Yeah,
How old is the Porto keeper? He's 24. So
he's 23.
Yeah. Oh, 23. Yeah. So why not invest in the Porto keeper?
They want a lot for him as well. I think they want at least like 70 for him.
They want 80 million.
80 mil. Like your goalkeepers are expensive as well nowadays.
Very expensive. Look at Onana. Onana went for 60 million. Onana 27.
No, that is why I'm saying if we want to invest, okay, how much did they buy Alisson? They don't buy like
62.
No, exactly. Alisson was a confirmed goalkeeper.
No, but how many seasons ago? Like 5 seasons ago, they still bought him a top keeper for like 50-something million.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe if we can find a top keeper, we should invest in him. If we can find a top
100 million for Maguire.
But for me, that top keeper is Maignan. For me, that's the guy that you could. Yeah, like, that Porto goalkeeper. I'm not seeing enough of.
I trust Maguire more than the Porto goalkeeper.
Yeah, 100%.
So the thing is, Maguire. I personally cannot vouch for him because I've not seen what people are saying in him. I cannot vouch for him. But if you guys confirm this guy's a top keeper, why not invest? Why not invest?
AC Milan said 100 million. to even have a
then you're not convinced. So you tell me you're
No,
convinced, and you say
no, you
100
can.
million is too much. When
No.
when some people, hold on, when people are telling me to go bring 90 million for Caicedo, and you say 100 million for a top keeper you are convinced about is too much, then you're not convinced.
No, I
No, you
think
can be convinced. No, you can be convinced, but still the price is too much. Even
Abdul, I'm convinced. Magmaya is my own number one.
Oh, okay. Let me put it to you this way. If Alisson was for sale today, okay, was for sale today, the Alisson of 5 years ago, not now. If Alisson of like 5 seasons ago was on sale today, how much do you think he will go for?
Maybe 80,
yeah, probably for 80, 90
80.
million. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. Because you're convinced. You don't think that's too much. You're convinced. You know what it is. But if you are not telling me Magmaya 90, 100 million, you are not. You think it's too much. Then you're not convinced. You don't put him at that pedestal, Alisson level.
No, I think he's. But the thing, the issue as well is that right now you have Kepa, and Kepa is at quite like we've been trying to sell him because I think that
Kepa is not going anywhere because of his what do you call it?
Yeah,
Because
salary,
of his wages.
his
Okay.
wages.
But
Yeah.
the thing is,
But Abdul, the problem is Kepa wants to go to
I'm like, hold on, Abdullah. But the thing is, Saudi Arabia has helped us a lot because they've taken off a lot of players that were earning big money on our books. Okay, so we're not going to be bogged down by the organization. Is not going to be bogged down paying top wages anymore because we've got rid of a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I don't mind Kepa being
number one
at Chelsea. No. I don't mind him being at Chelsea. Okay, but in my own opinion, he should be on the bench.
But the problem, Abdul, this is scary part. Kepa's contract
and if he's hold on, he should be on the bench. And if he's not happy to be on the bench, he should go on loan. And I don't mind even if we are paying his wages. Because player wages is no more a burden for us because we've got rid of most of the guys that are earning big wages from Chelsea. So player wages is not a burden on us. So we can either put him on loan or put him on the bench. But my own instinct is we need to invest on a big keeper now.
Yeah, we do.
Except we can't find that keeper.
No, we know the keeper already is Magmaya. That's what they want to go for. It's been out a lot. DiMaggio said it. Austin said it. Magmanan is the goalkeeper they are looking at. But Port already said it. He said right now he wants to work with
because Kepa is a very likable top professional. Okay, and he's good being around.
He's one of the leaders as well in the team.
Exactly. You can see at the end of the game today, he was even like having a conversation with Mudryk, telling him, talking to him about some instruction or whatever, and encouraging him and things like that. So I think Kepa is a very lovely human being. He's very good, but that should not stop us from investing in a top keeper because even if he remains, I'm happy for him to remain at Chelsea because he's a top professional. Even if he has to be on the bench, I don't mind because we are not bogged down by top wages anymore.
Yeah.
But we have to look to get a top keeper. I don't think I'm going to wake up tomorrow and Kepa is going to be a top keeper. I don't think so.
See, when I call him Alot, people come at me. Alot, 1-9 stand. That is his name because Lord have mercy. Ariza Balaga. Hey, Chineke, we are finished. Ariza Balaga being our number one. Hey, Chineke, we don't finish. Let me quickly read the chat. So, let me read the chat. Slam said Nico Jackson. We're getting there. Chai Bola. Vote for if he said Dakar Tami, more like Dakar Zlatan today. Relax, easy. Steven Cole said Breaking Kovel is staying. Pochettino has told the media he's our player and is going to continue with us. He's a good player and he's better than I expect. I'm so happy with him. We'll get there. Kiman said, these children Abdullah, Mr. Bole, I see division. The Serbia and all his bullshit fans. Hold that because of Potter and Lampard. I had to deal with online, but now I can. Relax. Vote. Take back the slander. Nico is here to stay. Relax. Vote, relax. Oshi was relax. Okay, man, easy. Vote said, don't get carried away. Brighton were cutting Chelsea like. Our defense needs to be sorted out, and I think it's preseason. So,
Like, honestly, I don't know if it was more the defense or the midfield. For me, it was more of the midfield, not really the defense.
Exactly. Big up, Abdul and Kenny. Big up to you. Big up. Vote said we did not play well in the game generally, but Chelsea showed confidence in front of goal, which is good. Caicedo changed the complexion of the game. I like his mentality. That guy is going somewhere. I am impressed. Vote the Ruge babies with. Stop this, Kiman. Stop. Relax. Kiman, just easy. Vote for faith. I'm praising Jackson just for today. Today is Dakar Zlatan. Is still Dakar time until I see how it does in the campaign. Okay, nobody. Players are always here to prove you wrong, but we'll see. In 2 games already, scored 1/4 of last season goals. We have arrived. Vote, relax, please, relax. Kiman, I'm praising Jackson just for today. Today's okay, relax. Vote, easy. Relax on my guy. Also, stop this Mudryk praise. Adama Traore does the same thing 15 times in a season. Mudryk did well, but his squad was poor. His end product is shaky. Yeah, I think he can improve on that. He just came back. So it's about gelling together, having that chemistry, playing consecutive matches, and that will improve on him a lot. That guy can run. Lord have mercy. That guy can run. Chineke. Caicedo today has booked his squad for next season. That boy played cassette football. He cooked that dot defender like Guguru. Chai, relax. Vote, relax. That was a leg breaking tackle, boy. I like Caicedo. I'm impressed. We have our mafia boss in midfield. What Caicedo did today would make Mourinho proud. Kilman, and Santos impressed me today, especially with how defensive sound they made us. As soon as they left, you could notice. If I speak to Chelsea fitness, Abdullah, I agree. Cowell handing penalty, we're looking at him weirdly. I think his brain was somewhere else today because of Brighton. I can understand. I'll forgive him for today's match. It's okay. Notice everyone is not going Cowell Aula. Yes, you can spray ball around, but he's an average defender.
No, that's true. He had one tackle. Last tackle was already well.
I need Enzo Caicedo in that midfield. It hit like crack. You will see. Is it done? Possibly this coming week, it might be potentially done. We are waiting. Abdul bought new mic to celebrate our win today. Caicedo should hope on the bus. No need to ride with Brighton in no more. Okay. Win what? Chelsea fans never learn. Vote for office said.
Who said I bought a new mic? Who said I bought a new mic?
Kman.
Oh, Kman. Okay.
Vote said, let's not act like Brighton were playing 2 Chelsea players at will. Don't ignore the host. No, nobody's ignoring. We know. Lord, it's better than Rice. Okay. Eddie was referring to Abdul. Did you know what Caicedo did to Opanka last year in the league? What was Yaya Toure at the time I was playing in Ukraine? Relax. Kronke is looking at Rice and Albert with bile and disgust. Chelsea and West Ham aren't picking up the phone.
I feel like the transfer Arsenal made will set them back a couple of years. I think they made the wrong decision buying Rice and Havertz. I don't know what's this guy was thinking buying Havertz.
Three left wing in front 3. Kamavinga would be amazing at anything to Caicedo. They can come into Chelsea and play that midfielder again. No. Gallagher has the touch of an abusive ex-husband.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Gallagher's touches are terrible, man. His touches are
horrendous. Gallagher is making a strong case to say, let's begin. We'll see. Why is Chelsea not pushing harder for? Hey! Umba. I won't respond.
Abdullah, drop the link, man. I think that's Blue Eyes.
Oh, Blue Eyes, I've done the link.
I don't know who it is, but
yes, that's Blue Eyes. I've done I done the link. Let me drop the link. Blue Eyes, I've done it. Yeah, I just dropped the link, Blue Eyes. So, Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, where are we? Okay. Jackson should be a starter. Kepa was 7/10 today. A lot. 1-9 stand. Hi. I'm going to see under Lampard. I broke 2 Samsung TV. A lot is going to make me break another TV this year. I have promised God I don't want to have an hypertension. A lot. Please, I'm begging you in the name of God. Fix yourself. I'll repeat myself. A lot. To your long, please, I'm begging you in the name of God. Please. To your long. Kepa need a 18 million loan to relax. Something is Sterling needs to learn from Caicedo. Raheem Sterling, you need to go and be playing for Nasarawa United or Gombe FC in Nigerian Professional League. Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say about you anymore. I don't know. David Emeka, shout out to you, Emeka. Yes, so Sterling is not there at all. He said he's not there, David, man. I don't even know what is wrong with Sterling. The time was referring to K. You were right. Sterling so far is not even looking good. I feel it will be important during the season. Make what? We'll see. Tayo said that's a good idea. Keep him at Ayers for this season. We'll see though. Vote for your feet. Kepa made some decent save. Decent? We need a world-class save. Our defense is suspect. Mid and front line look okay. Cucurella pass was perfect. Give him some credit. When he came in today, he looked very good. Yeah, I'm impressed. But the Achille and Kuwe no. I don't want a two left-footed player. I'm gonna be worried. I don't want that. I'm sorry, I do not. Tyler said Maguire, but if you are bringing a guy, you have to assure him of playing.
People think People think we are going into next. People think we have next season to play.
No.
Just because we have a young team. No. We have to. We are competing. This is a serious team.
Exactly.
So just because we're a young team doesn't mean we cannot compete.
I agree.
So all these Badeshile, Kowe, centre back, are you joking?
Exactly. So vote for Phil said, what performance? Tayo said, Abdul is Cowell the he's not picking on that. Cowell is an average defender, good ball player. Footy agenda, shout out to you. Jackson is level above about a goal scorer threat with real playmaking. Footy agenda, 100% I agree. The one Danzo said, Bella Kutcher of Southampton, I like him, but he's 21. Yeah. Vote for Phil also said, if they invest in the centre back, it will be another young centre back like Gueye or Dizzy from Monaco. Dizzy, I'm keeping an eye on that guy. Dizzy, I like that guy. I'm keeping my eye on him.
Disazi.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Vote for Phil. Why not sign Kylian Navas on loan? Then look at the goalkeeper market next season. It's possible. You see, Bole is not getting an old defender. Abdul, don't you get? We might as well work with Cowell and Badiashile for now. The defender will be young. The one that also said Shakhtar Donetsk Robin is very tall and a decent goalkeeper. Yeah, that guy it's not that bad, but I want Mike Mayan. New season, Mount and Avatar are still struggling. No comments. Abdul, we still have Lukaku on the book. Excuse me? Don't talk about that guy anymore. Are we gonna have like Welbeck didn't put Cowell in the shadow hotel? Relax, easy, relax. Oga Blue Eyes, how you did? Your boy. I remember the World Cup. You King Black and Abdul. You were cursing, swearing, abusing. Finally, it's about to happen. Muhammed Kudus to Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, man. Have fun, man.
Yeah, we're good.
Nice.
Muhammed Kudus.
For real, eh?
Yeah. They'll be listening to that today. There's a communication already with Ayers. So we're going to know the price towards
He's
this
a good signing. He's a good signing. If this happens, it's going to be a good signing for us.
Mm-hmm.
He's a utility player. He kind of gives me, as stereotypical as this sounds, he gives me Sule Muntari vibes. He's that kind of explosive attacking midfielder that we can use, that can create some competition for us, you know. I like the way he plays, man. And he has an eye for goal too. So hey, man. So I'm not sure who he competes with.
Yeah. Tayo said, "Blue Eyes sound like he don't shy you."
My brother, man, don't be smart.
Yeah, fair enough. Kudus, I'm Kudus. Guys, like that video. Get that like to 50. We're on 35
what
now,
happens
guys.
today.
Get that like to 50, guys. Get that like.
Can I talk about the game? Did you guys talk about the game today already?
We're about to do that now.
Okay.
So let me come to Abdul. Abdul, give me your take on today's match overall, starting from the goalkeeper. Do whatever analysis you want to do it.
Yeah. So the thing is, I sort of like try to contain myself after the last game
Mm-hmm.
because obviously it was Wrexham,
Mm-hmm.
and that's I think League Two also. So
Mm-hmm.
um, but even with the Wrexham game, I was very impressed with how sharp the team is. So I think this Garson training is actually working on the players because if you consider they are in the States,
Mm-hmm.
and it's some of the cities they've gone to is really hot and humid,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
for them to be that fit and that sharp, they must have had like some real training, some real drilling they've gone through.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed with that. At this stage of the season, if you're that fit, then that's very good. That's number one. So I was going to, so obviously I wanted to measure that today against Brighton, and they did well against a Premier League team in terms of fitness and sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then it comes down to am I impressed with the players? Um, I've been really skeptical and really been concerned on what to expect from this team because a lot of them are young players, but boy, am I impressed. I'm very impressed. And there's one
I'm proud of
kid,
those all of them. I'm proud. I'm proud.
I'm very proud. And I'm not one of these Chelsea fans that want to start picking or complain about whatever. To me, they did the best they could in a second game into their season, into a preseason. They did much more than I was expecting, or they delivered much more than I was expecting. I'm very impressed. I'm very happy with some of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw is making me even turn away from a Caicedo. If they're asking for anything above 70 million, I think we should just like get out of the negotiation room for Brighton and maybe go and pay half of it for Lavia because like we said the other time when we're discussing Lavia, Caicedo, and is it Onana?
Mm-hmm.
Lavia is the most complete among the three of them
Yeah.
as a footballer and as a midfielder, and I think he's the youngest. So with this team composition of this team, knowing that we're going for a talented young profile, maybe we should just go for Lavia for half the price, really, for any addition. But even without Lavia, seeing some of the kids, some of the players,
Mm-hmm.
what they are capable of, oh my God, unbelievable. And one thing is, please, Chelsea should be very careful. I don't want to start hearing this one is on loan, that one has gone out on loan, this one's gone out on loan. No, because if you look at it, if we really ask ourselves the critical question, what is it that going on loan does to a player?
He
Mm-hmm.
gets
Going
more
out
game
on
time.
loan, no, hold on.
Oh, it's true.
Going out, hold on. Going out on loan
Mm-hmm.
will help a player that is well developed. Going out
Mm-hmm.
on loan might not necessarily help a player that is 18, 19, 20, who are still yet to grasp what it means to be a top professional. Okay, that's more or less like a parent shifting a responsibility, sending a kid to a boot camp when the responsibility should fall on you. We've paid millions on these players. They should be under our watch 24/7. It's not about playing time now. It's about training, development, coaching,
Mm-hmm.
ethics, socializing, media training, and all kinds that goes with top player, and then improving overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it
I don't
depends on
think
the
it's
player.
I
But
oh
Abdul,
my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
No, it's
Please, I'm flowing. I'm flowing. I don't like
Let him flow. I'll
interrupting
tell he's
when I'm
happy today.
flowing.
Let him flow. He's
flow,
happy
flow,
today.
flow, flow, flow.
See,
He's happy today. Let him flow. Just don't land inside. Just don't fall inside gutter or canal. Just flow.
see.
You know when
See.
you think you're flowing in your head, and everybody else.
Oh,
Yeah, let Abdul
please,
flow.
don't
I've
do
never
that.
seen Abdul flow like this. Let him flow. Yeah, let him flow. Let him flow.
Ah, man.
Abdul flow.
Right. So the thing is, what is it that turned Ronaldo to a top professional? Going back on the history or of his, I mean, going back on his football history. It was training. Everybody acknowledged Ronaldo's hard work, ethic, constant training, constant drilling, constant practice before training sessions, during training sessions, after training sessions. That is what got Ronaldo to be a top professional. We all know that Ronaldo was not the most talented young player. He had talent, but he wasn't the most talented. Okay, but it was his own belief, his own training, his own determination and commitment, and his own spending hours and hours and hours on training pitch, on practicing his skills that got him here. It wasn't any loan system that got him there. Okay, even when Lukaku went to Inter Milan, Conte took away that bad and poor first touch away from him, drilling him on the training ground, practice over and over again, using outside of his foot to make his first touch. So with some of these young players, it's not the game time. We are paying them to be top professionals. Putting them out under our watch might be actually better for them. We can always organize practice games for them on a regular basis. Okay, so for some of these players, it's not actually the amount of time they play that is relevant to them now. It's other things. And we should not make the mistake of farming them out. Because this team, the group, the Lampard group that actually won the Champions League for us, okay, if Lampard did not have the courage then of like keeping them together and playing them under Chelsea, we might never even have heard some of their names today because they will have farmed them out on loan all over the whole place. And this thing, sometimes it makes young players just fade. We don't hear them. They just go from one loan to another loan, from another loan. It demoralizes them. It changes their attitude because you're sending them to a different environment. What if they are not that serious in their new environment? What if the players there are not that professional? Just like that's what made Craig Bellamy, and Vincent Company close today, because he said when he went to Man City at first, majority of the players there were not that professional. They weren't that serious about football. It was just like going through the motion with them, and he was frustrated. He was sad. He was depressed. His mental health was down until Company came in, and he was like, thank God I find somebody else who I can, who can be I can be body weight, who wants to be a top professional like me. So we have to be careful, especially with young players. Okay, that's how we lost Couture. We sent him out on loan. The guy fell in love. He doesn't want to play for Chelsea anymore. So I'm not saying it shouldn't help or it cannot be the answer. But when I just see people just start jumping at it, like that's their go-to answer. Once they don't see a player, send him out on loan. Send him out. I think the loan is just like the final and only answer you can have for this kid's development. That's what I'm just trying to say. Like, let's watch it. Okay. On the game, the first game, the person I was most impressed with is Angelo, because I didn't even know we had that for that
Santos
kid.
guy, Angelo Gabriel.
The Santos guy. I just heard about him once in the media saying we wanted to get it. I didn't pay much attention. 18-year-old kid, didn't pay much attention. But then I watched him. This guy, I don't know how other teams missed him, but to me, this guy is a Brazilian superstar in the making.
These guys are going too far with this.
He has. No, tell me that if you weren't impressed with him even today against Brighton. The guy has the name, okay? Because the Brazilians always need the name. Tell me a Brazilian you've come across that is called Angelo.
Gabriel. Yeah.
I mean, the name is super starish. You can't forget that name. It's Angelo. Number two, I am not saying he is. I am not saying he is. So don't take my word for it. But he reminds me of Rivaldo, the real Rivaldo. He reminds me of Rivaldo. His style of play reminds me. I'm not saying he's going to be a Rivaldo. Okay? And then, I forgot the other thing I was going to say about him. But I would like them to keep him. I would like them to keep him. Don't send this guy away for whatever. Okay? And then, another thing is, okay, he is the one I've been most impressed with because I didn't even know him. I didn't even know we got him. So I'm very impressed.
The secret about it is there was a guy who wanted to buy. His name is he's going to Crystal Palace now. The club wanted 25 million. Chelsea said it was
Franca. Yeah.
Franca. So Chelsea dropped the deal to buy Angelos Gabriel. They dropped that deal and said, no, we're not going to pay that money. Let's go for Angelo Gabriel. That is what we want. So they dropped the deal for that guy and went for Angelo. So the representative of that guy was pissed off by that. But the daddy of Angelo was like, they don't want him to go on loan because there's a lot of Brazilian in the team like Silva and Santos where he can learn.
No. He should learn to be a top professional because he already has. So this is another thing where you have to be careful that you don't just farm them out. Is you don't want them to imbibe attitudes that not that is lacking. You want them to imbibe attitudes that will make what will make them top professionals. That's what you want from these young players when you're developing them the most, especially when they are talented. So this kid is really talented. What remains of him is just the right attitude to be a top professional. And so it's essential is around the right people. Okay. I tell you, this guy is, you have to go and watch how Rivaldo plays football to understand what I am saying. Okay. So I wouldn't advise anybody to send this guy on loan. And this idea that we are only going to play once a week. Okay. The strength of that argument is actually not because it's not on the players. The strength of that argument means that the coach will have more time to do his coaching, will have more time to do his training, will have more time for his playing personnel. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that so now we don't need a big squad because of the emphasis should not be on the players. The emphasis of that argument is on the coach. Because if you look at it, even if you have Europe or if you have Champions League football, all you're guaranteed in Champions League football is just 6 additional games. Because you might not go out of the out of the group stage. So your only guarantee for being in Champions League is just 6 additional games. So I don't understand when people say we're not playing Champions League next season. So what? The emphasis should be the manager now has more time to spend on the players. So more players can be under his direct watch. Okay, so they are more or less going to play as much game. Guaranteed they're going to play a minimum of 40 games. And remember, these days, you can have 5 substitutions.
Yeah.
So I don't see why we're sending players out on loan. You can have 5 substitutions in a game.
No, Potter already said that he wants to keep some of the youngs that are now already seeing.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're a really serious player, and really professional, there's no way you should be lacking a game time as long as you make the squad into the season. You shouldn't be lacking a game time. With or without Champions League football.
He does want to keep some of them, but like I said, we bought a lot of youngsters. Not all of them can play, and not all of them are gonna be at Chelsea. Most like a lot of these youngsters that we're buying, it's probably to sell them back.
No,
Some
the problem
that
is
not
because
But that is what I'm saying. Hold on, like that is what I'm saying. With the ones I've seen in the first game and in this game, I have not seen anybody talent-wise that cannot make it at Chelsea.
people
I
said the
have not
same thing
seen.
about Dasho Fofana his first game.
So exactly, I wouldn't say that for Fofana out on loan. I've already said. I'm talking about my own opinion. I don't know what's going on in Chelsea. I would not. I would
I
not.
think
I would not.
I,
I would not
I,
send him out on loan, except I'm not seeing what I saw.
I think
So
people are
so
getting.
fair enough.
so I've not seen something
Mhm.
in this team in the last game and in today's game that says such and such guy okay cannot make it at Chelsea. Talent wise, I think they can make it at Chelsea, but it boils down to their professionalism and their attitude. For goodness sake,
And
if
hard work, yeah.
Aspilicueta played 12 seasons for us,
Yeah.
okay, and the guy has no talent. He's just strong, and he's a top
And
professional.
it
He's
was
committed.
consistent. And it was consistent.
He's committed to his job. His job. He's the only person in the last 30 years that have actually earned his salary at Chelsea. People think we play players to play football. We don't pay them to play. We pay them to be top professionals, to be professional footballers.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that has been confirmed and acknowledged to be a top professional for 12 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find yourself at Chelsea and you can't make it, it's more than likely the fault is on you.
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, let me allow the other guys to speak. I don't want to take too much time.
Mr. Bulas, I know you have a lot to say. I will come to you on this. I know you have a lot to say. But firstly, you've bashed him a lot. You call him a gym man. And the gym man showed up today. You've been bashing him. You said he needs to go and carry more gym. And the guy already carried a lot of gym. And the goal today was supposed to pull his shirt and say, Mr. Blue Eyes, I hope I have proved you wrong. But fortunately, he didn't pull off his shirt. So give me your take.
Hey man, no pulling shirt to pause. I beg.
No, you should have pull his shirt and say, Mr. Blue Eyes, have I proved
Okay,
you wrong?
okay, no problem. Who are we talking about here? Nicholas Jackson?
The gym man.
Who?
The gym man. You always abuse. It was
Papanka?
it was good today.
Mudryk.
Oh my goodness.
It was good today.
Yeah, Mudryk. Yeah, I'll come to Mudryk in a minute.
Overall, just overall everybody.
Yeah. Mudryk was good today. I'll come to Mudryk in a minute. Overall today, very necessary game. The way it played out even was what I preferred. We had to come from behind. We had to dig it out. Played against 10 men and almost lost, and but we're able to steady the ship at the end.
Mhm.
The defense is still shaky though.
Yeah.
If we get 40, 50 for Cole, take the money and run. Take the money and run. If you take anywhere between 40 and 50 for Cole, that decision he made, that
You should not have done
decision,
because Kukurela was already covering for
that-
him already.
I'd be like, God bless you for me.
Why did you make that tackle? Because Kukurela was there.
That
He was already
decision,
covering.
the reason I'm saying
Don't do
this,
anything.
I'd be like, God bless you. The reason I'm saying that we collect the 50 million and run is because of that particular decision.
Why?
No, you guys are too reactionary,
No.
man. You guys need to chill.
The reason I understand Blue point because Kukurela, there was a central back beside you covering for you. You should not have made that tackle. Just
No, it was a silly foul, yes, but you just saying, oh, you should take the money for the.
No.
Whoa.
We know Cowell to be this guy. He did the same thing under 20 euro. He did the same thing.
He did one mistake, and that whole tournament, the guy was very good. He did one mistake here. Today, he made a mistake.
He also even did the same thing in Brighton when he was there. Too. He has that bozo moment in him.
You guys, man, nah. You guys are too.
Let me just finish. But yeah, jokes aside, though, there's a few things that we have to say here. Raheem Sterling
is still trying to pick up steam. Nicholas Jackson is a rare gem. Nicholas Jackson, if coached properly, can be the main guy in this team. The way he plays, he's more of a water carrier in the attack. He knows how to engage his fellow attackers. Like that thing is golden. Now in the midfield, that first midfield combination of Gallagher and
It's not working. Santos.
Santos. No. But Gallagher did a good job, like playing that contained football, but it just didn't go anywhere because we weren't getting any attacking influence. Understand? Now, here's where it becomes very interesting. I was suspecting that Pochettino was going to introduce CC40.
Who was that? And
Caicedo.
Thank you, my brother.
He already has a nickname for the guy.
But he brought him on, though. He brought him on.
I know. However, that's why I say here's where it gets more interesting. Is he moved Caicedo up front. He didn't play Caicedo in the pivot like against Wrexham.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would a coach do that? That means that this boy made the cut. Or he's trying to find a spot for him before he loans him away. Maybe that pivot is not for him. I don't know what is going on. Like, why would you move him to that attacking role? And he still made an influence in the game. Let's not get it twisted. He made an influence in the game, but that you see that control he had in the midfield last game with Santos in the anchor.
Yeah.
He didn't have that in this game. He was more of an attacking threat.
Can I just chip in something? I
Yes.
think that role suits him better than being the anchor. Because being the anchor, like right now, is very, how would I put it, very tricky. You lose the ball. He's a kid. He's gonna make mistakes. Even today, there was a time he made like a bust down the middle, and he was supposed to just lay the pass down. He
ran out of steam.
So like all those little things is gonna expose him in that anchor role. I think that's why. That is why Coach is probably going to go for a more experienced anchor. But
it's more of a.
The only thing that's very interesting.
He didn't play. No, he didn't play anchor. He didn't play anchor. He did not play anchor. He was always playing. The anchor was Santos.
Because he takes more risks. I think Santos is more of a reliable guy, so he's better playing as an anchor. I think
played anchor. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he moved him further forward because he knows this guy is going to try to pass forward.
I'm saying the last game he wasn't anchor. He was 8. He was like Kovacic.
He was number 8.
But he played more in the pivot.
Yeah, he played more.
This game he played more advanced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
I thought that was the role Enzo was brought to come and play.
No, in the first game, he played 6 with Santos. But in the first half, But in this game, it was there was only one anchor, which was
it was 4-3-3. Santos,
which was Enzo. You know,
when he came on,
So what it says to me, what it says to me is simple: is that 2 things can be true. This kid made the cut, and Pochettino is trying to find him a home, or this kid is just about to be chopped, and Pochettino just wants to make sure that before he chops him, that he's tried him in all his roles. Come on, man! If you know this journey right now is very tricky, because if you trusted him, if you played him in that 8 role the game before, why didn't you do the same thing here?
Why? He's gonna go on low.
The point is some of these players are still very young.
Very young.
So some of them don't even know their best position.
Yeah. I mean,
so you have to.
Look at Camavinga. Look at Camavinga.
Exactly. Camavinga sometimes plays midfield, sometimes plays left back. But But that's one good thing about having young players. They can play. They can be multifunctional.
You can mold them to
And
what you need.
Yeah.
no. What I mean is they can be multifunctional, and they will accept anything you throw at them.
And
If you want them to play right
yes,
back, they will accept it. If
because
you want them to play
they
left
are
back
like
in that game,
raw
they will accept
materials.
it.
They are still
Exactly.
being molded.
But
Exactly.
they
So
have
They
to
are
have
not
the
so.
attributes for that.
so my thing
But
is
they
I
do.
think
It's well.
out
It
of
seems some of them
Yeah.
out
do.
of all those guys, sorry, Abdul. Out of all those guys, Caicedo is probably the only guy I would for sure keep in the team because there's
Nah,
something different.
nah.
Absolutely.
There's
Absolutely.
something different about this guy
Uh,
in that
uh,
in that midfield. Like
yeah,
see, Enzo likes to pass just to do that one left hip
Don't
up.
mind
See,
Enzo.
K,
Don't
K,
mind
K,
Enzo, man.
This guy
K,
Blue
talk
Eye,
K,
about
stop
Don't
hating,
mind.
man.
he's
Don't
Blue
gliding
mind
Eye,
through
stop
that
Enzo.
midfield.
hating.
He's cutting
Blue Eye,
through
stop
that
hating.
No,
middle
I'm
Stop
so
like.
K,
happy, man.
K,
Listen,
K,
now
K,
I'm so happy.
K, K, K,
Don't worry
K,
now.
K,
I'm
K,
with you.
K,
Abdul.
K. I know most fans go to answer when it comes to young players is send them out on loan. I don't believe in that. We have to be very careful.
I
Okay.
100%
I
agree with you,
I
Abdul.
oh
100%.
I did not see Real Madrid sending out Rodrigo on loan. I did not see
Vinicius
them
Junior.
sending out Camavinga on loan. I did not see them sending out Vini Jr. on loan. I did not see them sending out,
Uh, Val
Valverde on loan.
Valverde
So
was on loan.
when
He was on loan and then he came back. When they bought him from Uruguay, he went on loan first and then he came back.
he wants to look for, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Even
yeah,
Casemiro went on
Okay,
loan as well.
Casemiro went
Casemiro
on
went
loan.
on.
regardless, I think there are some players in this team right now that it would be a very, very bad idea to send them out on loan. Like Abdul said,
so
the culture of the team of the club, they have to understand the culture and start building a connection. Right? Not next season. No, in 2 seasons from now. Like right now, they need to start understanding and start gelling. Like someone like Chukwuemeka, I think Chukwuemeka should go out on loan. I
Yeah.
don't.
It's-
I think
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka should go out
Yeah.
on loan.
see,
Yeah.
There's no way
look,
that guy
look,
should
see,
stay. But
see, guys, see, right? Okay. So where a player is likely to improve is on the training and the practice pitch. Okay, you don't go and improve in a game. What these players need is a proper plan, a proper structure for them to improve under your watch, where you can monitor them, where you can control them. You don't farm out players, and it's like you transferring your responsibility. Help me develop. I mean, you don't do that. You have to be very careful when you want to do that. It's a player by
you do.
player. Hold on. It's a player by player thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yes,
how
I
you guys.
agree.
I don't know how much you guys have been involved with sports before. Okay, but everything you do in sports, where you win and when you lose, is in the training pitch. Except you are like a talent like Messi. It's on the practice pitch. That's where you win and when you lose. Okay,
Uh,
it's not in match day that you win or you
No, but
lose. It's
playing games is
it's what
important as well.
I am not saying it's
Abdullah, can I
but
finish?
it is not critical.
After
It
Okay,
is
no
not critical. It is not critical for a very young player. Okay, it is not critical to have game time for a young player. If you're like 24, 25, okay, and you've done most of your development, then you are ready to be playing consistently. Okay, and the reason why you need to even be playing consistently is because you can't be training as much and be practicing as much when you've developed to a certain level. But you go and check. I challenge you to go and bring me any top professional sports person, any top one that is not winning or losing on the training and the practice ground. That is where you should be as a young player. People should draw draw timetables for activities for them. This is where this is the time you come to the gym. This is where you go and do your swimming. This is where you go and do your yoga. This is when you go and do your relaxation. This is when you practice, improve your right leg, you improve your left leg, you improve your heading. This thing should be drilled into this boys and they should go through it repetitively, for tons and tons of days.
Yeah, but Abdul, you can do that stuff on loan as well. It's just that you have to have you have to choose the right loan, and you have to have someone. Wait. You have to have someone there to accompany. You have to have someone there checking on them. That's the thing that you have to do.
Why are they not under your own control and your own watch?
Like I said, every player is different. Some players, and even sometimes it's the players themselves. Sometimes the player themselves they actually want to
let me just finish really quick.
Blue eyes finish.
So and to the people that are saying they don't believe in loan system, it's a very noble belief.
No, I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I say you have to be very careful because it seems every Chelsea fans, their go-to answer for every young players is sent out on loan. We don't even know maybe this thing is correct, or maybe the media has made us believe that's the right thing.
Let me finish now, my brother. So for the people that are 50-50 on loans, let me remind you, Chelsea is not a team that we're not a training team. That's what a lot of people forget. And people might say, yeah, that's the old way. That's the old Chelsea.
Yeah.
That Chelsea, the old Chelsea don't train team. If you cannot make the first 11 or first 14, you should be checking yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Look at Romelu Lukaku. So we should keep Romelu Lukaku, Abi?
Why would they keep him?
Why should we keep him?
We can train him now.
You see, that's the problem. You believe it so much, you are not open. That's the problem as fans. Hold on. That is the thing that people believe. When people believe something, they are not even open to listening to any other alternative ideas. I emphasized it. I said young players, 18, 19, 20. I said young players. I said I'm not talking about players that have already completed their development. And see the angle he's coming from now. Because he's been indoctrinated. He thinks you're not playing 90 minutes in a week, you should go out on loan and all your problem will. Tell me, when we had 40 players out on loan, which of them came back to Chelsea as a first teamer?
It doesn't matter because it's a nice financial sustainable.
Yeah, they were getting money off of it.
That's what I get. Like I get confused when we have.
No, but I'm not talking about money because I don't know what their finance is. I'm talking about football. I'm talking about what I see.
Let me just
maybe some of them youngsters were not good enough, and at that time you didn't have space for youngsters. That's the way.
No. So you think it's normal? It's normal to have 40 players out on loan. 40 players out on loan.
It's not normal. I don't think.
Okay. That is why I'm saying that is what started keeping me. That brought it doubt in my mind. That made me start thinking about it and asking questions. But you don't want to open your mind to it. Out of 40 players, listen. Out of 40 players, listen. Let me just check this statement. Out of 40 players on loan, 3 of them did not come back as first team players. 3 out of 40 players on loan, and you say we should continue on this track.
I'll tell you why. Hold on, let me just finish here, guys. Okay, please. I need to finish.
Go ahead.
I know you guys are excited. Listen, when you get sent on loan, the idea is if you don't want to be on loan, come back and join. Make the first team. Come back and make the first team. That's the perception. Now, making the first team is a perception because you guys are going to say it depends on the coach. But if you cannot make the first team and you remain in the loan rotation, it's still a win-win for us. It is still a win-win for us. Now, you might have an eye for 1 or 2 great players. Abdul, you might have spotted 1 or 2 great talents, and you feel that if we lose them, I get it. But you have to remember, Chelsea is a big club, man. If we decide to keep you, I can't even remember the last 19-year-old that we kept.
None.
In the past 20 years.
None.
Because I'm trying. Somebody help me out here. In the past 20 years,
19.
19. That
Yeah,
one,
we
that
kept-
one go
no,
foul.
that was Mikel.
Yeah.
But we
Mikel,
bought
that
him
was-
at 19. We bought
Yes.
Mikel at 19.
That one go foul. Get.
Yeah.
That
That
was
actually
yeah,
played,
that
yeah,
was-
probably, yeah.
Yeah, that was Mikel. Mikel never got loaned, but he
No.
didn't come to the academy. He was a young kid.
How old was Kanu when we bought him? Solomon Kanu.
That's
He was a young player now.
I think
He was like 20,
about
21. 20.
around there.
We bought him as a young player as well.
But
Yeah, yeah.
the thing is, then and now, two different things. If you're a Kamavinga, Abdul,
Yeah.
if you're a Kamavinga, who the hell has the right to touch you? Say they want to loan you.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember when all of us first saw Kamavinga on this stream.
But Kamavinga is yet to still really be a starter.
Of
A
course,
first level starter.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
but the thing
So
is,
why didn't they loan him?
no? But
This
you know why?
is
Hold on.
hold on.
Abdul,
This is like his, correct me, Kenny. This is like his third or fourth season at Madrid. He's
This is
still
gonna
not
be his
starting
third
11.
This is going to be his third season. Yeah.
Abdul, you're not getting
No,
the point. It's not about how many times it's not about how long he's been at Madrid. It's about the signs that he has shown. The signs he has shown are just too effective. Then they're not cosmetic. It's not like they look good in the eyes. No, the signs he's showing is signs that can give you championships. Somebody that can be a utility guy at that age. How can you be a utility
Yeah,
player
it can be
at
useful.
19? Yes.
Yeah.
That's too
If
much
there's,
resourcefulness at 19. Too much resourcefulness at 19. Understand? So you don't even need a team. Sometimes you have to take a risk because his ceiling is still high. Just to buttress what you were saying, Abdul, his ceiling is still high. He hasn't even tapped half of it.
Yeah.
But the reason why he is where he is today is because he has a program that has identified the big things in him, and they're just taking the bull by the horn. Let's get it done, man. Look, because of him, Trameni, that was bought for 100 million, can't even get a play
On the bench.
He's on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
But finish up around the Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, quickly, bros. But you see, like, the scene that the guy, he can be a potential. Like, all them young players I'm seeing, they're good players, but I don't see them breaking into the first team this year. At least the only one I can see maybe useful is maybe the Andre Santos or maybe Caicedo. But Angelo, honestly,
Angelo. For me, Angelo doesn't make it, but he's huge potential. But
yeah, that's it.
And this is it beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Maybe Pochettino wants to keep him.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can tell you, Caicedo right now is on the cusp. Like you remember scheming. I don't know if you guys remember scheming, like before season when coach has to scheme and take his 14.
So sorry, Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
When did we buy Caicedo?
We bought him
last summer.
last summer.
And loaned him.
Are you sure it's last summer?
Last summer.
Yeah, it was last summer. Yeah, we bought him from Inter's youth team.
Inter Milan youth
As a
team.
kid. Yeah.
We bought him Inter Milan.
I think we bought him for ages. So
No. We bought him last summer.
No.
Just
It was
Bought him
last summer.
Last summer.
I remember when we
from
bought him.
Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Inter Milan doesn't want to sell him, but they were pissed off. They were very angry that they sold him because they rated him very highly in their youth.
Yeah.
They were about to promote him to the first team that if Brozovic level, he will be the next Brozovic.
Yeah. He actually stayed for the first 6 months, and then they loaned him from January to Reading in Championship.
That Reading loan was
Because
amazing.
Inter Milan plan was if we lose Brozovic.
Yeah. Thank you very much. If you look at him now, you can tell that he's developed physically.
Absolutely.
The loan helped him.
The loan helped him.
To me, he seems like somebody who's putting a lot of work for one season.
Exactly. At a loan.
Okay.
That's correct.
And hold on. I know you're emphasizing this loan.
I just want to make sure
You're trying to
land there, right?
So you said him is loan. Okay.
It's a loan, my brother.
It's a loan. LOAN. Okay.
Wow.
You set him out on the loan.
Mhm.
This boy puts in his absolute best.
Yes.
Comes back,
Exactly.
When's the under 20 World Cup?
And bust it.
Yeah, it was a player of the
See,
And he
Player
ran.
of the season. Yeah, player of the season.
Blue eyes.
Yeah.
I know you are a football historian. You
Yeah.
are a football follower.
Yeah.
Okay, you are a
No,
you are a
not
football.
only a follower. I'm a player. I played the game.
No, you. I don't know. Let me read it. You are a football philosopher.
Yeah, and
Okay,
a player.
you've had that football belief.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's philosophy that made you to want to experience playing. Okay,
True.
this guy went to bust his hand. You know what it means to call somebody under 20 World Cup winner. That
He's
means
not a winner.
a lot. He went.
They lost in the final.
He did not win it. He did not win
No,
it.
they
but
lost
he
in
was
the
doing
final.
it.
He won best player. But
Yeah.
do you know the players that won best player at that World Cup? Do you know most of them?
No.
Messi.
No. Is it best
Messi
best
was
player
the last.
or
I remember Messi won it. Mikel came second, 2006.
Oh, sorry, 2023. Oh, sorry, runner up.
Yeah.
Runner up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Who won it 4 years ago? Who won it 4 years ago?
I
Or
don't
8 years
remember.
ago?
I've not. No, but I've not even followed
haven't
under
followed.
20 for a long time now.
Before because you
I
won
used to
best
follow.
player under 20 doesn't mean that you're going to be a great professional.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, Kenny, all these ones we are talking, it's not
Abdul Land, my
shaking.
brother. Land, my
It's
brother.
not shaking me because if it was a few years ago where I used to follow those tournaments, all this interview you are doing, it won't be a question. Okay, so he got to the final. He's a runners up. Okay, this means a lot. And then he comes now, and then you still tell him you are not good enough. That's like a type of rejection. That's rejection. Okay. How much can he absorb? Oh no. That's rejection. Either you like it or not. I'm not saying he's going to take it badly. Okay, but in terms of human to human relationship, human behavior, that's rejection. Okay. Why did Salah not want to come back to Chelsea? It's because he felt rejected. That he's playing for a top club in Switzerland. He's played Champions League. Everybody says he's good. Everybody he's playing for his national team, and then he comes to Chelsea. The coach doesn't even respect him. He doesn't know his environment. He felt rejected socially and in football terms.
Let me just finish, Abdul, because
Okay.
if I leave you now, you go another 30 minutes. Make I just finish.
No. So what I'm trying to say is let me just elaborate this. What I'm trying to say
No
is
problem, bro.
if this boy remains, okay, he doesn't even have to play 15 games. He doesn't even have to play 10 games. Even if he's on the bench, okay, and he's coming in, participating in the last 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, okay, it's better for his development and to reject him from what I have seen. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yes.
No problem.
Wait, Blue, quickly, Blue, just super quick.
Let me just finish.
Okay.
Let's finish up.
Listen, this team that you guys saw today, I'm going to make it really quick, Kenny. You can just finish up. This team that you guys saw today, right? If you're going to take Gusto, I have to watch a few more games.
But I've been telling you about him now, Blue Eye, since last season now. I've been telling you about Gusto.
Yeah, I have to watch a few more games. Like he's like I can see where he's going with that, what he's doing. Up front, Madsen, man. After watching Madsen today, I don't know, man. If we're getting Kudus, where does Madsen fit?
The problem now is because Chilwell is the Cocorella is a left back. You have Madsen. We have like 4 left back in the team. Lord have mercy, 4.
You see, after the first game, people were saying Madsen should be the new, and then now he had a poor game, and then people need to relax.
I was one of them.
The problem is Poch has a big decision. Who's gonna be his 2 left back coming to the new season? Because Burnley wants to buy.
Lewis Hall doesn't look confident anymore.
It doesn't look Burnley, West Ham, Sheffield, Nottingham Forest wants to buy Ian Madsen. So Poch has a decision to make.
We should tell him.
I just want to say something about Chukwuemeka. That's what I wanted to say, and that's my last statement. The only way Chukwuemeka stays at Chelsea, right, is if he does all his playing of football behind the. He has to be behind. He has to be on the production part of a pass as opposed to the end of a pass.
So pre-pass.
Yeah, he has to be from the production part of the pass. So meaning he has to be way deeper. I don't think he's a guy that he's not ready for that role he's playing right now, and that's why he's going on loan. He can't hold the ball. He's always falling down. He needs to be in a position where the pressure is on him, where he knows if he loses the ball, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He needs to be in that very critical position, deep. So that will force him. You know that will force him to do. It will now force him to collect himself.
Yeah, and be normal.
Exactly. Like
It's
you
not-
have
it's
to
not
now.
normal.
You force yourself to collect yourself.
Like
because
what they did to Nkunku go. I need more of that.
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
more of that. He has that ability. I
He
just need
has
more of
that ability. If not, he's going on loan. Because if he thinks he's going to be at the end of the ball, then it's either he's scoring or his assists are high. That's the only way he stays, and he's doing neither. So
You know what Kanye needs to do?
What?
Gym work. Sorry, not gym work. He needs to go get stronger. He needs to go get. Did you see the height of this kid? He needs to go get strong.
No, but listen, that's going to come. But what I'm his decision making. You see, you see this
in that first step, you see that.
You see, Caicedo. Hold on, let me say something here, and I'm not comparing apple. I know it's apples and oranges. You see, Caicedo. You see some decisions that Caicedo makes. You see some crucial decisions. You see how sometimes, and that was Wrexham. But even in this game today, you see how he changed the tempo of the game.
Yes.
He was always creating triangles. He was always creating 2-to-beat-1 situations. Always you find him in a 2-to-beat-1 situation. And when sorry, go ahead.
So didn't you see that in Kane's game when he was at Aston Villa? Didn't you see that in Kane's game in some of the games he played for Chelsea last season?
Listen,
did you see some of that?
Listen. I tell you something. I even said it to Carl when Grealish was cooking in Aston Villa. I used to say it to Carl before he went to City that he's gonna go through a learning curve. So I understand when Aston Villa did not face the same kind of it's different opposition. They didn't face low blocks, man. Aston Villa faced high line throughout the season. Nobody who is gonna pack balls for Aston Villa for what?
Nobody.
So you can run through them, but no disrespect to Carney. He was cooking and he's still cooking. But the thing is, you're trying to fight for a shirt. You're trying to not even a shirt right now, Abdul. You're trying to fight for a seat on the bench. Let's be more practical.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're trying to fight for a seat on the bench. It's not
On the
even.
bench.
But maybe people will say I'm being half-assed. Maybe he should be fighting for a shirt.
See, you know.
No, it's not time for it's not fighting
let me. No. Blue Eyes is making some very good points, but I'd just like to add to it. Okay. I'd like to give it a different perspective. This is the three things. If I'm sitting in front of Kanye and somebody tells me to tell him the three things he needs. Okay. Number one, go get stronger. You still have a boy strength.
Yeah.
That's number one. Okay. Number two, you need elite coaching. If you send him out on loan and he's not getting elite coaching, what is the point? Whatever we are not seeing in Kanye now can be corrected by coaching. He's 19. Okay. And then number three, your professional attitude. See, me, I don't know. Maybe you guys have mixed with Premier League footballers before, but me, I've seen them before in social circles. You know how people behave around Premier League footballers, even if they're 7 years old. Do you know how people behave around them? They behave around them like, you know, when you're like around your grandparents or you're around your school teachers and you're on your best behavior. This is how people act around them just because of money.
Maybe your side is not this
Get the
side.
likes up.
Maybe on that side of the river, not this side of the river.
That is what I'm saying.
This side of the
What are you
river,
going to do?
people just be walking by and doing their thing, man.
I'm not saying don't walk by. No, I said,
Nobody send you.
No. I said around them. I'm not saying you on the street now. I said around them. Let's say he's in a room now, sitting with amongst his friends, family,
Okay.
acquaintance around them. Maybe they're in a club around them, in a restaurant around them.
Okay.
Okay. So you are 19-year-old and you have plenty of money, and people's attitude are not normal around you. It can impact your psychology in a way. So what I'm saying is his professional attitude has to be spot on. You have to know what you are in for. You have to understand your territory.
Abdul, I don't mean to interrupt you, but can't you use your eye and see that Kani is not ready yet? Let's be fair.
So why did I say he should go get stronger? Why did I say he needs? Why did I say he needs elite coaching?
Because he can always improve.
Exactly, you need elite coaching because you are not there yet. But it's not his fault. That's why he needs elite coaching. He's just 19.
No, but he can make it. He can make it into this team, because. And
that's what I'm saying. I see it in him. You guys are talking as if you just started watching football after the COVID-19.
No.
You think what Yaya Toure was playing in Barcelona? Do you think that's how he started?
Abdul,
but the thing is that how many people are going to make it into the team? Like that's because it's good having young players, but
Abdul, don't
no,
how many of them?
Kenny.
Yeah, how many of them? Like that, you can't be the full team of young players. Like,
no. Kenny. The thing is, in life, okay, what you want sometimes is you just want a good chance, okay, or an equal chance or equal opportunity. So then when you have equal opportunity or equal chance to make it, and even if you don't make it, then you tell yourself it is because it's easier when you tell yourself, okay, I couldn't make it because I was not good enough to, compared to such and such.
Yeah,
it's not that we don't even have the chance. Okay, so what I'm saying now is what I'm looking at now is most of these players now at today's Chelsea, they are having the
chances.
right chance. They are having the chances.
Yeah, that's what preseason is for. So yeah.
So what is left? What is left is not to send them away. Is to be able to say, okay, there is there for you to take. Okay, if you don't have equal chance to compete, if you have equal chance to compete and you don't make it, fine.
Abdul, I'm sorry to cut you short. There are some of those guys that, let's be honest with one another. Like someone like Kearney, I don't know who will say, oh, this guy's gonna be. Nah, there's nothing in that guy, man. Just let him go back on loan and try to probably get the same money you paid for him. There's nothing special about him. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna wait till the end of the preseason. I'm gonna enter the end of the preseason. All of these young guys right now, they're getting their chances because some of the more senior players, they're coming back from holidays. So right now you're getting your chances. Because now Andrew is going to be coming back and all that stuff.
I had a higher hope for someone like Billy Gilmore more than Kanye. I don't know why someone said, "Oh."
Let Blaise finish. I'll come to K. Blaise finish up on your assessment, and I'll come to Mr. K.
Hello.
I'll finish up on your assessment, then I will come to.
No, it's just I'll be. One thing is for sure though. That I've been the most impressed with the showcasing of young talent in this preseason in comparison to a lot of preseasons, I have to say.
Yep.
This is one of the few preseasons where I actually saw some young talent with promising ambition in the midfield and the attack. I was really impressed. They made the old players look old.
And give me the combination of Nicola Jackson and Michaela Mudryk. Because I know you have been very critical with Michaela Mudryk, but
very.
I know. But like I said, we all know, we've said it a lot. Kim Black, Abdullah, and even me, I've said it a lot. This guy has talent. He just needs an environment and a coaching that can improve his talent and his ability. So
for me, the reason why he worked with Mikhail Mudryk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not taking anything away from Mikhail. The reason why he worked with Nicholas Jackson, I'm not taking anything away from Mudryk, is because of that Jackson pass first mentality. That thing is huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because it puts his defender on notice.
Sorry to cut
Yeah.
you. Nkunku was doing that with Connie in the first half. He wasn't going to. Remember, he was doing the same thing in Kenny. And when you do that thing, he already make the run. And it was like expecting Connie to do the reverse part. Pass the ball back. It was giving Sterling. Now,
I know.
Nkunku was pissed off. Why
I
are
know
you
they
passing
can-
to Sterling?
I can tell you about Nkunku. I can describe
So
Nkunku.
sorry. Just one question. Abdullah, how old is Kari?
19 years of age.
19.
He's 19 years of age.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. So when he's lacing his boots and he's sitting next to, or he's in a training ground, and he's next to Enzo. Okay. And Enzo is 22. Okay. 2 years older than him. And he's looking at Enzo, he's thinking like, shit, this guy's a World Cup winner and he's a starter for Chelsea. And you tell him to go out on loan. Do you think he's thinking when he comes back he's going to take Enzo's shirt when they are practically the same age?
because his brain is not.
No, if you
no, but normal.
His
brain is not normal. If he cannot.
Abdul,
I will FedEx him and eBay him out.
Abdul,
Why are you laughing at your question, man?
His brain is not
No,
normal.
let me explain it to you. Hold on. Let me explain it to you.
Why are you the only one getting
So, hold on. Let me explain the joke to you.
Explain my
Before,
yeah.
you might be looking at it. Someone like maybe like Chaluba might be thinking like, good. When I go out on loan one season, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to win the Premier League football of it because look at Thiago Silva, grandpapa, he's 39, 40. Okay, I'm going to come back and ensure I'm ready to take over from him. Okay, Chelsea won't have to spend. Okay, and then but then you are 19, and the guy you're competing with is another 19 years old, and they're asking you to go on loan. So are you thinking when you come back from loan, you're going to take over from another 19?
If you perform well enough,
you're the only one laughing at this joke.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Because you don't get it.
I get what you say. Abdul,
Nobody
like I
gets
said, if he does not take over that shit, his brain is not normal.
You're the only one laughing at this joke. Number two.
And eBay.
Number two,
whatever is going.
Abdullah, number two, Carney is not competing with Enzo for the same position.
Yeah.
So I don't get this.
Yeah, but they are midfielders now. They are all midfielders.
No, but they are different type of midfielders. And the thing is that
No,
if you really want
they can all play each other's role.
No. Chukwemeka is not playing the deeper role. He's not doing that. And the thing is that Carney, if you you go on loan, perform, and even if you don't make it at Chelsea, like go to another club. Chelsea is not the be or end all. At the end of the day, it's a professional career. Just because you can make it at another top club.
Exactly. So that is what I'm saying. Sending you out on loan when you're competing with somebody you're the same age, it's like the club managing you out of the club. Go and showcase so we can send you. We are managing you out of the club. That's what they're telling you.
No, you can showcase. No.
You're going to come back and take over from another 19-year-old when he's already he's earned the shirt. That's his shirt.
No, but
are you going to wait for 10 years on the bench?
If you come back and you're gonna have a preseason to show yourself. If you perform better than the guy, you take his place. You're acting as if the guy cannot take his place. If you're good enough, you will take his place.
The guy already holds the shirt. He carries the shirt.
No. So for example, Cole just went on loan right now. He's coming back. And then Badiashile is young as well. Badiashile is young as well. So just because Badiashile is young, the guy he has to leave. Why shouldn't he stay?
No, hold on. How old is Badiashile?
21. 22.
21. No, he's 21. Okay.
He's 21.
How old is Cole? How old is Cole?
19.
19 or 20. Yeah, 19 or 20.
No, is Cole not 21?
No, but
No.
it's 19.
No, it's
No,
like 19.
Yeah.
No, it's Bashir that is 19 now.
No. Cowell is 19.
No. Kowu is 19.
Yeah. Cowell is
No, I'm
19.
trying to use an example of.
Cowell is 19. But actually, 22. Cowell is 19.
Yeah. Kowu is 19, but it shows
Cole is
21.
19.
Yeah. Cowell is 19.
Yeah, he's young. Kowu just came back from loan last season.
Cole is 19.
He's 19.
Yes, he's young. The guy's
very,
young.
very young.
That's why I'm like, you guys are going to.
Oh,
the guy's 19.
He just even clocked 20. He just clocked 20 though. He just clocked 20.
Yeah, just now.
20, man.
Yeah, he just clocked 20.
But he just turned 20
In
last
February. In February.
Yeah, so
I be want to say UK boys don't they do Aduro now? Wow. I said that thing doesn't look like an 18-year-old kid.
He just clocked 20.
No, so Kowu just went on loan.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Kenny. So Cowell is 20.
Yes.
Badashili is 21.
22.
Okay.
22.
22, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's 22. Yeah.
Okay, it's 22. Okay.
Mhm.
We emphasize that they are both going to be fighting for the same position.
Yes.
Okay. Then or their natural position is almost, we'll say it's the same. Their natural position. It doesn't mean they can't play other position, but their natural position is the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they now say to him, rather than compete with Badashil, so like, oh, go out on loan for one more season. Because Badashil is currently carrying the shirt.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? When you come back in 1 year, you're going to snatch Badashil's shirt. That's
why they want. No, but that's why they want to keep him, because he was so good on loan and he performed well.
That is what I'm telling you. There's a difference between stay and fight for your shirt, because we believe you are as good enough, if not equally good. Okay, stay and fight for your shirt is different from go out and improve and come back. Maybe you can fight for your shirt.
But last year he went on. Last year he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay last year, but they were like, you're not go on loan and improve. He showed him. Last year because last year he went to Huddersfield. He had a great loan in the Championship. He wanted to come back. There was like, go on loan in the Premier League, perform in the Premier League, and then he did it. And then now he's back here. He performed at every level. He did well in the Champions League. He didn't win the Premier League. So now you're like, cool, can give you a chance. If you're that good, you will get your chance. But you have to perform.
That is what I'm saying. It's two different scenarios. Telling a kid to fight with another kid is different from telling a kid to go away on loan because another kid is carrying that shirt. How are you going to improve in one loan that you are going to suddenly come and catch somebody you are the same age?
But Abdul, it's all about
Abdul
is all about mentality. If you have that
it's mentality. Yeah,
it's all about mentality. If you have that mentality, you will take that shit. Okay, wait, hold on. Because I understand Abdul's point, but Abdul's all about mentality. If you have that mentality, you take up that shit. Like I said, not all these young players will be in the starting level, but some of them will. And if you are loaned out, you don't feel bad about this. About you improving your game and coming back and prove to the coach, I'm good enough to fight for the shirt or
but the guy you're fighting with is the same age as you. What do you mean you come back after 1 year and say you're good enough?
Abdul is the same way he works in the. It's the same way he works in the U team. When you're in the U team, you have to compete against other players that you say it's like that everywhere.
Abdul, can I say this point? Abdul,
that is what I am saying. That is what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but can I say
compete with another? If you're 19, compete with another 19.
We understand what you're saying. How old is Pedri?
Pedri is
18.
Is 18.
Barcelona.
Is 18.
Is he 18?
How old
really?
No,
is he not 20?
Is 18.
If you are good, you are good. This Chukwuemeka guy is not good. End of discussion.
You see, I like it. I like a case conclusion. Okay, because
he's good.
Pedri is 20. Pedri is 20.
Okay, Pedri is 20. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So I prefer.
He's not ready, man. He's good, but he's not ready.
I prefer case conclusion. Okay, because he's saying what we have is better than you. So go. Let's manage you out. Let's manage you out. Let's just not say, go out. Okay, but let's manage you out. You go out on loan, showcase what you can do, and then we'll sell you to another club. Blah 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 blah.
No, but
Careful.
if you perform
But
well,
you
if you
guys are
perform
saying,
well on
I
loan,
want to say
you
something.
might
but
not
you
sell
guys,
you.
Blaise,
but you guys are saying,
Mhm.
but you guys are saying, go out on loan, improve, and then come back and take the shit from another 20-year-old
Abdul,
that you left
Yes,
left behind. That you left behind. How is
yes,
that going to happen?
yeah. Because if you went on loan, you played and you improve yourself, maybe you come back a better player. You're acting as if it's not a possible fit for him to go on loan, improve himself, and then come back a better.
Okay. So what?
They are putting a lot of effort
What?
on the age. Doesn't matter if you are 18, 19.
So no. I understand what you guys are saying. You're saying if you go out on loan, your development your play might take a leap, okay, or might take a jump that suddenly you'll be better than the guy we already have, who is the same age as you. Although the guy
Yeah,
was
better. Yeah,
miles
or as
ahead of
good.
you.
Yeah,
Okay, no. In football, I agree. It can happen.
yeah,
And I'm not being sarcastic. It's because I've seen it. I've walked
yeah,
many miles in football. I know that can happen.
yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
but that takes something special. It takes somebody special. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah, it's
It takes
true.
something special where even if you see Kanye physically next season after the loan, you won't even
Yeah,
recognize him. It takes
yeah,
something
maybe.
special that you will have worked on yourself and worked on your game so much, okay, and
Yeah,
practically blank the entire world out of your
yeah,
brain.
but
Abdul, let me
Okay,
ask
so
you. Wait, let me ask
but
you.
it can happen. It can
Before
happen.
I go
It
to
can
Blaise,
happen.
hold on.
Abdul, you always have to do it because
Kenny, wait.
you never know. Wait, quickly, you never know who can be the coach next season. You might be a different coach who like
No.
different players.
That scenario you guys are painting, I've seen it happen before. It's very rare, but I've seen it happen before. So I cannot discount it just because of argument's sake or whatever. So if that's the reason you're saying it should go out on loan, okay, fine. But me, I know more than likely it's not going to turn out that way. But it can happen. I understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah, because I want to tell Blaise something because Blaise is very, very critical about Mudryk, because I know him very well when like it's only all he knows is about gym wrong. Like, and I said it to him last season. Even you can even check my talk about him that he need a better environment and a coaching that can put him in a system where you will see the best of the player. Yes, it will pay a lot of money for him, but this guy hasn't even showed the quality we bought in him yet. Yes, I understand Jackson connection and everything, but this team still need to gel, need communication, need understanding, need so many collaboration together for you to work. So yes, this is his first match where we see kind of life. We still want to see more of Mudryk. It's not
I
even
saw
about
I
him
saw
right
I
now.
saw I saw a lot of signs in him last season.
We saw signs
Okay,
in him
but
last season. Yeah, but
but
we didn't see much.
I don't hold on. This season has not started now, so we've not seen anything. Okay, last season the whole team was rubbish. Okay, and don't forget this guy is just been with us for 6 months. He came in January.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am assessing him. I'm not putting the searchlight on him last season. I'm just saying what I saw that he did that was good and what I saw that I see that was bad. But a lot of opposite fans, out of what he cost, because of being envy and jealous, they were criticizing him, vilifying him, abusing him. It has nothing to do with football. He didn't pay for his own. He didn't pay for his own transfer fee. And remember, this kid's country is at war, full-blown war. Don't tell me this guy doesn't have family there. Okay, so that's number one. So that I don't even pay attention to that. The one I'm paying attention to is when I see Chelsea fans like Blue Eyes scapegoating him. And they're scapegoating him for no good reason out of being that they just don't want to see him. Look, there's a theory in football, okay, where there's a distinct line between players people want to see and players that people watch. Okay. This guy, they don't want to see him. So no matter what he does, when you want to, when you say you don't want to see somebody like socially, so no matter what they do, you just don't want to see them. You don't want to be in their environment. You don't want to be in the same place with them, whatever. You don't want to talk to them, whatever. It's almost like the same thing. They don't want to see.
I hope you're listening to what
Mudryk.
you're saying. I hope we're recording
They
this.
don't.
It's
Hold on,
recorded.
They
hold on.
don't want
Are
to
we
see.
recording this?
Bless,
They
it's
don't
recorded,
want to
it's
see.
recorded.
Are you
They
listening?
don't want to see.
We are
They
listening.
don't want to
It's
see.
recorded. Don't worry.
Are you
They
listening?
don't want to see. They
Hold
don't
on,
want to
let me
see.
do something here.
Bless,
They
it's
don't want to
recorded. It's
see.
recorded.
Let me
Don't
finish.
worry.
Let me finish. Don't
Hold on.
interrupt me.
Are you
They don't
listening
want to
the
see.
inflammatory statement that this man is making? He's here.
Which
What time
inflammatory
is it in
statement?
England right now? What time is it in
What
England? It's
inflammatory
5 o'clock in the morning.
statement?
This man is shouting
What?
at 5 o'clock in the morning, saying that
No.
it's 5 o'clock
Should
in
I?
the morning in UK right now, Kenny, right? Or is it
Should I?
6?
Should I?
It
Should I
is,
finish? Let me finish my statement.
Hold
Let me
on.
finish
At
my
5
statement.
o'clock in the morning, you're shouting at the top of your voice.
Yeah, it's
saying that
Saturday. It's Saturday morning, by the way.
that
It's
fans
called.
don't want to see Mudryk. I want you to
No.
analyze what you just
You
said.
see, stop picking what I say. You are what I say. I said there's a theory. I said it now. I said there is a theory. You didn't catch that, did you? I said there's a theory in sports where certain
Who created the theory?
is a scientific theory.
Mhm.
A scientific theory.
Oh, now it's a
Okay?
scientific theory. Okay.
Why would I call it a theory? Why would I call it a theory?
Abdul scientist now.
Sorry?
Yeah, no, but Abdul, wait, Abdullah, put the last comment of wait, who is it? It was vote for your feet. Vote for your feet.
See
Said-
what Jackson did.
You see, like that's disingenuous. If you see that goal, you can't
What?
tell me Jackson did most of the work.
He
Like,
did
that-
everything for the goal. He did everything for the goal.
What?
Jackson did everything for that
No,
goal.
it was a
You see,
combination.
no, you
It was
see,
a combination of the two of them. Not even
Nah,
one player.
that's the guy made most of the guy made most of the run. He did the 1-2 with Jackson. But Mudryk was.
I'm not even talking about that. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the goal. The effort in the goal is 50-50. If Jackson didn't do what Jackson did, Mudryk wouldn't score that goal. If Mudryk didn't do what he did, he wouldn't score that goal. It's 50-50. It happens in football. It's a team sport. But what I'm getting at is like the one that actually disturbs me most is when Chelsea fans don't want to see Mudryk. So no matter what he does, they criticize him. They overanalyze him. They call him all sorts of names. I don't know why. Look,
no, but you know why?
You mean like
I don't know why in football terms.
It's because of the price tag. It's because of the price tag we bought him.
No. That is what I'm saying. Kenny, that's what I'm saying. That I can understand it with rival fans. I don't even pay attention to that. But when I see it with Chelsea fans, that's the one that disturbs me. That's what I'm saying now. That this guy is suddenly screaming that they should record me. They should take my eye print, my fingerprint, my whatever. What am I saying?
Don't worry, we will take everything.
He's saying it like it's 5
inflammatory statement at 5 o'clock.
It's calling it inflammatory statement at 5 o'clock.
It's a very inflammatory statement.
Whatever. Yeah. See now, because it's Mudryk, he said it's inflammatory statement. You see what I mean?
Inflammatory statement.
Yeah. It's inflammatory statement. Whatever.
That people don't want to see him. What are you trying to say?
So the thing is,
there's no thing.
What Mudryk can bring. What Mudryk can bring, he can bring a lot of things, but he showed 2 of the things he can bring to the team.
Because he scored a goal today.
That's one. He's not a striker. It means he can deliver goals. We need goals from all departments. And the next thing was the way he used the pace to go past that player. What that is called in football is an outlet, and it's very critical, especially in the Premier League. In Premier League football, if you have a player that can do 2 or 3 of those in a game against an opponent, that's a big outlet. Okay, it means when you are defending and absorbing the other team, you have a player that can switch play like that against the opponent. If you have a player that can do that 2 or 3 times against their opponents in a game, that's a weapon. That's what I'm trying to say.
I actually think that explosiveness is his weakness.
whatever you want to call it. I don't call it explosiveness. I call it outlet for the team. Outlet for the team.
I think it is weakness because what happens
It depends too much on it sometimes.
Yeah, so before the ball gets to him, he's already thinking about running. So what happens is defenders can now gauge him. So if I were him, that's if you understand what I'm trying to say here. If I were him, I'll sort of like pretend to be slow. If there's a skill like that. Pretend to be slow. He's always on always on the go. He's got to calm down.
To me, that is an outlet. And if you have a player to distract the opponent, because he can do that 2 or 3 times against the opponent, there is no greater weapon from a winger than that. Okay, it means there will be reservation for them to attack you from that part of the pitch. Okay, in coaching terms, that is what it means.
We appreciate Mudryk for scoring against 10-man Brighton. We
appreciate. But you did. Yeah. How many goals did you score?
Now, come on, that was a nice goal, man. That was the best goal.
How many goals did we score today? It's only Mudryk. It's only Mudryk's goal he remembers. Oh, we appreciate you, whatever.
That was probably the best goal of all of them as well. So
you guys brought me to the Mudryk conversation, man.
Guys, the reason I asked that question is now that you've seen Mudryk, like how what do you want him to improve in terms of improve on this?
I've told you, it's simple. His touch, his pace management. Call it what you want, outlet or no outlet. He can be an outlet, but he's no outlet right now. He's no outlet. Right now, he's just a runner. And he's, like Abdullah, he says, he's a runner.
Did he make the cross at the end of the run?
Listen, a broken clock is right.
Did he make the cross at the end of the run?
A broken clock is right.
Did he make the cross at the end of the run? And you say and you say it's no outlets. If it's not an outlet, what is that? What do you call that? Another thing I want to say,
I just need to answer Abdullah's question. No, let me answer Abdullah's question. Let me drop this to Abdullah. No, I just want to answer Abdullah's question. Let me answer Abdullah's question really quick. Thank you. I'm too getting energy tonight to chai.
He's happy today. He's happy today.
It's called Abdullah. It's called Saturday night. I'm here chilling with some suya, some drink, having a good time. So I don't know what you are. Maybe you are still at work or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just chilling. It's called Saturday night.
Yeah, okay. Saturday, more like Saturday morning. But again, like I was saying, with what were we saying again with this Abdullah and his hyperness? What were we talking about again? Nah, don't forget. What did we talk again, Shaf?
Kenny hasn't even talked about the game.
Well, that's because according to what Blue Eyes will say, he doesn't have a good agent. Please, Blue Eyes, answer that vote with your feet, or what's it called?
Hold on. Mudryk, listen.
No, he's saying something rubbish there, man. He's saying it's a free agent. Vote with your feet. He's saying something nonsense.
I get what you say with Mudryk, but in as much as I rate this guy very highly, Kylian Mbappe has the same thing Mudryk has: pace and power, nothing more. But Mbappe, people recognize Mbappe as a world class.
Please, why you
use that as an outlet to kill opposition and defenders?
Why are you including Kylian Mbappe and Mudryk?
I'm not using both of them as an example. I'm just saying. I'm not using them as an example. I'm just saying the same scenario you use for Mudryk when it comes to he needs to improve more on that. Mbappe also need to improve because Mbappe only has one signature move. Run at you.
Listen, if you can run, right? Let's make something clear here. If you can run like Mudryk, I'm not taking that away from him. And you play close to a guy like Nicholas Jackson, and this is just from the little I know about Nicholas. I'm not going to talk here like I've been watching him. No, I haven't. But from the little I know with Nicholas Jackson, if you're a runner and you play with Nicholas Jackson, you're going to get a lot of goals.
Yes.
Because Nicholas Jackson knows how to receive the ball and keep it. And if you're a runner, if you keep running, you get it back.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that Mudryk is eating. He's going to eat if he plays next to me. And you can tell that they've been working something in training. With that celebration.
With Nkunku too, because you remember in that first half.
No, but I tell you something with Nkunku. Let me tell you something about Nkunku. And and I'm not trying to be critical, but I know the kind of player Nkunku is. They call it they're killers, but they go quiet for a long time. So you forget about them, and then they get you from nowhere.
And game over.
Yeah, but he needs to find a way to involve himself in the game a little,
No,
just a little more.
to be fair to him, like in the first half, like we struggled to get like
Get the ball,
we struggled to get him to get the ball to him and get him involved with the ball as well.
He's a killer.
Yeah.
No, you can tell he's
And
a
you know
killer.
what, guys? Because
But yeah, in front of goal, yeah, the guy.
Sterling
Yeah,
get
he's
the
a
chance.
killer,
Guys,
man. He always
Sterling
uses
get into a
like that.
position, and I don't even know what is going with his brain. I don't understand Sterling's brain.
Yes,
He get into
Sterling.
position, pass, do the basic, pass
Sterling
that
is
damn
not
ball.
good.
Lord have mercy. I do not know what is going on
We
with
don't need
Sterling.
Sterling, man. We don't need. Hold on a minute. Though. Hold on a minute. I want to say something very important, and this is almost. I can't believe I'm almost going to give credit to Abdul. I saw one pass from Cucurella in midfield.
No, hold on. What do you mean you don't? As if I don't come here to educate people.
I saw one pass from.
Are you saying I come here and I don't say the truth?
let me tell you what you come here to
No.
do.
How many times have I come here and said the truth, and you guys have dismissed
I
it?
do give one of the greatest analysis on this panel.
Abdul, let me just say something here really quick. I can't believe I'm giving Abdul credit because I still want to
You saying you can't believe is because you don't want to, but
again,
you've had to. You've
Right.
had to brought yourself. You've had to bring yourself. You've had to bring yourself to that reality.
I
You've
saw
had to. You've had to bring yourself to that shameless reality that I'm giving Abdul credit. Shameless reality that I'm giving Blue. No, let me cover my face. Let me wear my shades. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, let me summon some courage to speak to that girl. Oh, I'm shaking.
I saw one pass from Cucurella.
Say it. It's therapy for you.
That was it. That was
It's
his
therapy.
assist.
That was a peach, man. That was a peach. That pass.
So what?
That pass was a peach to Jackson. And listen, not only the pass, man. You guys are forgetting something. The run from Jackson.
The timing of the run.
The timing of that run from Jackson. That's a Diego Costa run, man.
And that finish, that finish. Another person will have ballooned that ball. Or fall down. I prefer not to mention him.
Listen, the reason I like Jackson is he attracts two players. He attracts two defenders. He doesn't go without attracting two defenders.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm always thinking there's shot
came
one.
on and he get a man of the match.
Anytime he gets the game, shot one. I'm always shouting shot one. Anytime he holds the ball, it's shot one. Shot one. And if you can read him, we're gonna eat.
Yeah, I think the wingers, if the winger should be doing very well because he's not a selfish type of striker. So
I still don't understand him as a striker. I still don't. I'm still trying to figure him out.
What did I say to you like a few weeks ago?
About who?
I said about Jackson. I said I watched him in one game. He reminded me of Kudus, and I watched him in another game. He reminded me of Drogba. So that's to tell you what sort of striker he is. I told you this like no, 2 months ago.
No, Abdul, you were talking shit at that time because remember when I told you that this guy was a creator.
But you were calling him a midfielder. I said he's not a midfielder.
I said that when I watched this guy that he's more of a midfielder, and when the guy came in and had his interview, he said he's not the kind of striker that likes to stand up front.
Yes, he said.
But I told you he's not a midfielder.
And Abdul, you're the one that watched him in the app. I watched him once and I made that analysis. You see, like how
his level. But is it no? What I said? What I said is it not correlating with what you've seen so far?
Go ahead,
Abdul, I don't think he's the kind of striker that's going to get a lot of goals.
No, he's not.
He is that kind of striker. He wants to touch the ball. He wants to get involved.
Exactly.
It depends. I think it depends.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the team.
All the wingers around him, the Mukala, Mudryk, whoever, maybe Sterling or Whoever
Don't
play
mention
Oga
Sterling.
doing
That one, Ashiroja, Babi, Ashiroja.
I
Don't
think that
mention Ashiroja.
hopefully not Sterling.
I think that if he plays with
Or
Nkunku, I think
Angelo.
he can work well.
Please don't mention Sterling, Mr. K. Sterling is better than Select. Please, I beg.
Whatever winger is playing with,
Then
we
now
actually
Select.
enjoy playing
Sterling
with
is
him.
better than Select.
If you want someone like Haaland wants to stay in the box. He doesn't care about. Haaland is gonna get
No. This guy's not like that, man. It's not like Alan.
No,
different
It's not like
he
that.
wants to like touch the ball and
Yeah.
engage the defender. And
He's-
I think the Premier League are gonna find him out very soon. Very soon. They're gonna find him out.
I don't know about
He's
that.
gonna
I
get
don't
find
know about that.
But he's an exciting signing. I think he's gonna do well. I think
I know the funny
probably
part.
gonna be like one
He
of
might
those
even expose
guys.
some defenders and even the EPL because of the way.
For me, it's similar to the Colomwani guy from. He's a striker, but
yes.
they're not really strikers. Like
Mhm.
they're not like a Osimhen or
This
Haaland.
guy,
like-
let me tell you something about Jackson.
What I
Mobile.
really like about this guy is the way he keeps the ball and his touch. It's like very assuring. Like you're not panicking that you're gonna lose that ball. It's just very assuring, very calm. Like all those defenders are just behind him, just doing whatever they're doing. But it's just like really assuring.
Because
Like,
it says something.
Yeah.
It says
strikers,
something
like, every
when they
touch is
interview.
on
When they interview, because I also watched what Pochettino said when Nkunku was playing in the first half.
Go to your feet.
Nkunku liked to get the ball from the feet.
Kill away, my brother.
Yeah, he liked to get from the feet and he want to go 1v1 with you. And he said the difference between Nkunku and Nicola Jackson is Jackson he wants to run at you, and you give him that ball, you are in trouble. So defender find it very difficult to stop Nicola Jackson, but it's very easy for them to stop Nkunku because he left to have the ball from the feet, which as a defender you can easily get him out of the game. But one thing about Nkunku is he is very technical, where even if you forget him, he'll find a way to score.
You know what I think Chelsea might do or Poch might do?
Mm-hmm.
He might play Nkunku from the right and then Jackson from the middle as a striker, and then whoever on the left. You know that role. Hold on. You know that role Rodrigo plays for Real Madrid, where he's a striker but he comes from the right of Benzema. Okay, I think that's the kind of combination that can work for them.
This guy, you too like.
I think that
you too like Rodrigo.
Man, I love Rodrigo, man.
Everything.
I
this guy
love.
has
I love Rodrigo. I love Rodrigo.
You know what makes me happy is I remember when Emenalo was in Chelsea then. Because when Emenalo was in Chelsea then, when we both played, we had when we bought in Hazard, Oscar, Mata, and Co. Now we're having some Brazilian, South American player, which makes me happy that now I don't want to see England player anymore in my team. So
like, don't say that kind of stuff, please.
Yeah, come on, man. You only have to have English players.
No. I'm getting somewhere. What I'm saying, the reason I said that is because when you look at English player, those German players and Brazilian players go to school to understand football. But when it comes to English player, none understand what is called.
Declan Rice doesn't understand football.
No, that's not true.
Doesn't understand football.
No, that's not true.
What I mean is when I taught football in terms of pass the ball, do the basic stuff and everything.
Yes.
I will say it again. Harry Kane is the only player that gives me joy when it comes to football player.
If you're a baller, you're a baller. It doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yes, I agree to that. Yes. When you're a baller, you're a baller. I agree to that.
Doesn't matter where you're from, and that should be what it is.
I cannot accept as you are run as an headless chicken without no brain. How can I accept that?
No, it's not even. No, you see, just because Conor Gallagher,
you have that in every group. You have that in every group.
I know.
Yeah, every country has that.
You know, Declan and Kai and Mason stink it up today in their match. I was that match.
It was a bad game. It was a bad game.
They stink up the play. The three of them.
Who?
Declan Rice, Mason Mount, and Kai have stink up the play all day.
No, Mason Mount was good.
No, Mason Mount was alright. He wasn't that bad.
No, Mason Mount was good.
No, Mason Mount was alright.
Mason Mount was
good. But Kai Havertz might be a field experience over there in us.
Rice was.
I said earlier. I think Arsenal made like the worst findings. Finding Rice and Havertz
Kai
Havertz,
you know the
Declan,
you know
Odegaard.
no, the problem with Kai. You know, the problem with Kai is going to have at Arsenal. I think what's his name? Their manager. What's he called again? No, their manager. Arteta. I think Arteta wants to use him as a midfielder.
Yeah,
You don't
he wants
want
to.
to do that with Kai, because all that will end up to be is he'll be making short passes and he'll be running around kicking people. That's all he. No. You either use Kai as a forward player or as a goal scorer. That's
You
when you
don't
will
use
see the
Kai
best
at
of
all.
him.
You don't use Kai at all. Just send him back to. Don't use Kai.
And the thing is that right now is the guy is lacking confidence since he's been at Chelsea, and
Blythe,
the way
But
he's starting
the
is
funny
not
part
is not
today.
good.
I'm begging
I was like,
people.
let
And
me
this
hold on. I was like,
and
let me even watch today's match. I was
Those
watching it. I
guys.
was like, Kai was taking up the place.
and
Declan Rice as a single DM. Lord have mercy. Oh my God!
yeah, man.
Blythe, I love Declan because I rate Declan Rice. But today, I don't even.
I saw the game. Declan
No,
Rice
no,
look average, man.
Yeah,
Oh
He looked
my
no,
average.
goodness!
I
Goodness
understand.
I said this
gracious me!
before they bought them.
Rice was
Like
abysmal.
West Ham
No,
will be different.
Lord,
West Ham will
against
be
top
different challenge compared to Arsenal.
against top teams, they cannot be playing with Ole, Declan Rice, and then those two. You
no,
can't
no,
do
no,
that.
no,
You're
no,
gonna
no.
get exposed. You're
You
gonna
know
get
what
exposed.
Ateta did today
Honestly,
that pisses me off, Blythe, is he played Odegaard in a double pivot with the Declan Rice and played Kai Havertz as a
yeah,
number 10. And
yeah, that's what he wants to do.
that is a suicide to do. You cannot do that's a suicide. Because now if you're gonna do that, play Jorginho, play a tempo player in that
No,
aspect, then drop either Kai Havertz or one of Odegaard, drop one of them. You cannot play the two of them. Because
yeah,
United are pressing high. You need a tempo player who can you can control the game. Jorginho can do that. Declan cannot do that. It's not a tempo player. It's like you are committing Declan. It's like you are making a committed suicide by playing as a single DM. It was nowhere to be found today. The first goal, it was caused by him.
that's what I said. That a lot of guys are saying he can play single DM. I've seen him in double. Everywhere he's played, he's always been in double. At West Ham, for England, he's always played in a double pivot. So I think people believing that it's going to be this single pivot. That I haven't
So
seen him do it. I haven't seen him be able to do it.
didn't he play good today as a DM?
Oh, Abdul, do you watch the
No.
match today?
No.
No, I don't want to.
Declan Rice was atrocious. When I say
Yeah,
atrocious, it was
Bruno
like,
Bruno Fernandes
goodness.
Bruno Fernandes was dominating. He had a great
Abdul,
game.
No, there was this kid, Manchester
Yeah, this
United.
kid as well,
Yeah.
Menu or Menu,
Aurora,
he was the man of the match today. He
man of
dominated
the
that.
match.
Abdul,
Yeah.
No.
that guy dominated Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Odegaard in the midfield. Mugbe.
No. The thing with
That guy.
the change they are trying to make, building out from the back, they always try to build out with Xhaka going to left back or right back, and having the right back
Zinchenko.
forward.
Mhm.
Now they can build up from the back with Kai Havertz as your left back or right back or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's
And
very
the thing,
back, and now they want to have only Declan Rice as your holding six.
Okay, you know what?
Not-
You know what?
And
You know what makes me laugh today? Whenever
Yeah.
Kai Havertz get the ball today, and maybe they dispossess him, he will start kicking player. I'm like, Kai, when do you become a WWE?
he always does that. He always does that. He has that nasty side to him where he will start
That's
like
When do you
that's
become
all
a
he does.
WWE?
that's
That's
he
all he
always does
does,
that.
man.
He always does that. Honestly, I don't. He better start performing because these Arsenal fans are going to turn on him. Already, most
Any,
Arsenal fans were not even happy with
I
him.
said it yesterday on my last team. Arsenal fans almost finished with my team. I'm like, I'm waiting for you in May. I said it already. Kai Havertz. I'm waiting for them in May. Arsenal fans, enjoy yourself.
Blue Eye can actually testify to this.
Yeah.
I didn't rate Kai Havertz at all. I still give Mason Mount the benefit of it. I think there's still a player in there. But Kai Havertz, nah. I've always said this on this stream. No way, man. He hasn't held down a position for me to be like, you know what, he can be a great number 8, or he can be a great number 10, or he can be a great striker. No, there's once you can do that, I don't rate you, bro. No, 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 no. I think Arsenal will struggle because of that. And this season, they've showed everyone what they are made of. They want to press hard, and a lot of people will start playing through that press, and it will be a problem for them. Watch, it's gonna be a problem for them. I think a lot of people should keep an eye on Manchester United.
Sancho looks good though.
Yeah, he looked very good today. Yeah.
Sancho looks very good, man.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him sprint past. I've never seen him running that quick.
Declan Rice. Declan Rice.
Yeah,
He's sprint. I was like, Declan, what's happening now?
this guy, was he running in the pool last summer?
Rice, your
Maybe.
boy, Sancho
Who?
sprint past
Sancho.
Declan. I don't know what to say anymore.
Listen, Declan Rice will come good for us now. It's exactly where he belongs. However, that Man U side, man, that Man U side looks dangerous because now Bruno is playing with no regards with what's happening behind him because Mason Mount is there now.
Yeah.
You can just see that synergy.
Yeah, Mason's covering for
So which position did Mason Mount play today?
It's almost eight.
Eight,
Almost
yeah.
like that, 8.
Bruno was
And-
as number 10.
10, yeah.
And sometimes
What do you mean?
they interswitch between each other.
So
Yeah,
what formation did they play?
what this guy is
4-2-3-1,
actually
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
You want him to play in between those lines. You can just see Mount dropping in between those lines as a
Oh
number.
no, 4-2-3-1.
Yes.
So what's what do you call it?
It
Mason
was
Mount,
4-2-3-1,
one
but
of
sometimes it can alternate. Mason was,
so
he was playing beside.
4-3-3.
Yeah, it was like it could be 4-2-3-1, but you can alternate it to 4-3-3. He was playing beside one guy called Mino today.
Yeah, man.
So it was a double product of Mason and Mino. Then Bruno was in number 10. Then when the game starts, Bruno Fernandes and Mason were interchanging together, moving. One will move, one will stay. One will go, one will stay. Both of them were interchanging.
Yeah, but Bruno does that. He doesn't. Like, He has his work rate is very high. So.
His work rate is really good.
And I think the mistake,
that
I
guy,
said it already in this team, Abdul, I'll say it again. I already told Arsenal fans, they will never listen to me. Mikel Arteta cannot win Arsenal the Premier League title. I'm saying it right now, and I'll say it again. Because
no, I don't think so.
Abdul, hold on.
But
Odegaard is the key man for Arsenal Football Club. And you cannot have a player like Odegaard and Kai Havertz in a team. That's a failure. Somebody
I think they went for
the bench. Somebody needs to start.
I think they went for the wrong Chelsea midfielders. Honestly, they should have gone for Mount instead of Havertz. I don't know why they didn't go for Mount instead of Havertz.
I agree.
I actually think Mount is more suited at Liverpool. I think it would have been better because Liverpool.
No, but I think it's all. I think the issue is actually with Arteta. I don't think it's with the individual players.
I agree.
Because I thought he was bringing in or signing Kai Havertz to either compete or be a cover for what's his name?
Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus. I thought he brought him in to compete with Jesus. So using him as an 8 or midfielder, I don't know. I don't think that's the right move.
Yeah, and that's one of their problems. I don't think they'll solve the striker situation for Arsenal. Because if, let's say, Jesus get injured again, they're gonna stick with Nketiah through the middle again. I don't think
Balogun is still there now.
They're about to sell Balogun to Inter Milan.
So they want to sell him.
Man, that Balogun kid is really good.
They're about to sell him to Inter Milan.
The strikers I really rate Balogun.
I like Balogun.
He's about to go to Inter Milan.
Ferguson, the kid from Brighton.
From Brighton, Ivan Ferguson, very good. Yeah.
Those two kids, I'm keeping an eye on their career.
The reason I put on that was because you know what Tenag did when because I noticed what Tenag did today. When he saw that lineup, I was laughing. I was like, "This is a disaster. This is a recipe of disaster." Arteta played the 4-2-3-1. He played Odegaard and Rice together, and he put Kai Havertz as number 10 beside Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. And I'm like, why are you playing Kai Havertz and Odegaard the same way? Where's Jorginho?
Yeah, tactically, this
And I'm
guy.
like, if you're gonna play Declan Rice, play Jorginho, because United is gonna press you high. You need a tempo player. J5 is a tempo player. Play him beside Rice. Push Rice forward. Play J5. He will control the game. Then you tell Rice, go, come, go,
But
come.
that's
go,
the problem. That's the problem, Abdullah. Arsenal does not want to play double pivot. They want to play one single DM and have all that front five pressing you high.
That's the recipe of disaster.
No.
If you do
What as soon as that
okay,
kick off,
if you do that in the UCL, you will get woto. They go beat N out of you.
No, do you think Arteta is thinking about UCL? You think Arteta is thinking about UCL? Come on, man.
Their fan base are thinking about UCL.
Forget the fan base, man.
Arsenal
When
fan
last were they? When last did they play UCL?
Maybe 06.
But
That's on the
no. It was 20. I think 2015 or 2014. 2016.
They say Odo is going on loan to Lazio.
Allahu Akbar.
To where?
Lazio.
To go and play under Mauricio Sarri.
What's that? No, we shouldn't loan it. We should sell him. I don't know what. Sell the guy.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, this is a very good example. I actually forgot he was. See, I'm too carried away with the Angelos and the Jacksons and the Caicedo. I can't even remember. We had a player called Callum Hudson-Odoi. Okay, so how old is Callum Hudson-Odoi?
He's 22, 23.
No. What's his actual age? Abdullah, sometimes you just guess. You don't see it. You can't remember. Can somebody check? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Well, you see, although we didn't send him on loan, what happened to him?
Sorry?
See, the attitude is really important. That guy.
He's just coming back from loan and he's going on another loan.
No, but before that loan, he had his opportunities.
That was a fantastic question.
He trained, he stayed with the team, he didn't perform. He was so bad that we had to send him on loan for him to be able to regain his form.
So he made a mistake, you have sold him.
22.
Oh, okay. So he's going out on loan to Lazio so that when he comes back, he can.
You can sell him.
We can sell him.
I thought he was coming back to take the shirt off.
No.
Hold on. So I thought he's coming back to you so that he comes back, he can take the shirt off Mudryk.
No, but the thing is,
he needs to what?
Is that his opportunity? The thing is that he's had his opportunity already. He's had his opportunity for the past 4 years.
But he's only 22. So maybe
if he has a good loan, you never know. Maybe I don't know.
He's just come back. He's just come back from a loan.
Yeah, and the loan was so bad. The loan was so bad that I didn't even play for the last 6 months of the.
And guys, I want to say something.
I thought the loan was meant to. I thought the loan was meant to
make me laugh today.
I thought the loan was meant to improve the player.
No, the loan was decent, but the thing is that the team switched coach. So Xavi Alonso took over, and then Xavi Alonso did not like Hudson-Odoi.
Look, this guy has just shown me.
I was watching.
He's not good enough.
Watching the Arsenal match, and you see, and the guy called Gabriel, that Gabriel guy, that guy needs to be inducted.
The defender.
That guy needs to be. Yes, he needs to be in Class C. That guy needs to be in Class A or Class B.
No, defenders are going to make mistakes.
Sancho is a tricky opposition. Man.
No, Gabriel made a mistake. It was a mistake.
Sancho had him.
Yes,
no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
I understand Sancho, but my
Sancho
question
had him
is,
before he made that mistake.
Guys, how did Arteta make that guy Gabriel become a player? How?
Like I said, if you have good players around you, might have
Mr. Blue Eyes. Malansa can even play on that and ball very
well. No, that's a lie. You see, you're going too far. Gabriel is not that bad. He has the bozo gene. Yeah, he may make a mistake, but he's a different.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just putting a scenario there.
No, that's not. But even Saliba, that everyone says Saliba is the best. Saliba makes mistakes as well. Like, the guy is. Yeah, they're young. They're quite young, so they're going to make mistakes. It's just,
like I said, the detriment of Arsenal failure is not going to be the players. It's going to be the manager. For me, because they have the player now and they have everything. is gonna be the manager because Arteta is fixated with you playing the same way Pep Guardiola plays, and you're gonna feel when you play that. And I'm asking myself because this timeline I put out is gonna be the same ones gonna do in the EPL and the Champions League. It's not gonna rotate. Arteta doesn't rotate. Xhaka, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, Odegaard. That's it. And Gabriel Jesus. And if you're doing that week in and week out, opposition is gonna get you and they'll beat you mercilessly. You'll get beaten. Because I'm not joking, because people already understand how to play Kai Havertz. People understand how to play Odegaard. Just go toe-to-toe with Odegaard, take him out of the game. It's game over. Because Kai cannot create. He can't do anything. So when you take Odegaard out of the game, they look toothless. He's their main man. And if you want to beat Arsenal, if you can take out Odegaard out of that game, you are beating Arsenal hands down. He's the chief guy in that team. Because the question I'm asking Arteta is, you brought Havertz to do what? To be a good scorer, to be a creator.
Abdullah. I was actually impressed with the way Brighton played, though.
Yeah. That's what De Zerbi played.
I think this De Zerbi guy is actually a very, very good coach.
He is a good coach. We knew that. Mm-hmm.
The way they play, the way they were playing through Chelsea was really good.
That's how De Zerbi plays. He's not afraid to play like that. He's always been like that.
Even with 10 men.
Yeah, it's always been like that. He's always been like that. He's always been like that.
Huge
not surprised.
Respect to them.
It's always been like that. So I'm not surprised with the way De Zerbi play. That's how De Zerbi play for his own football. So it's not a surprising thing. It's not surprising. That's how he plays his own football.
I haven't given my analysis yet, but I think the going forward, Chelsea has probably improved, scoring more goals, taking more chances.
He doesn't to stop conceding.
Improve, but I think defensively they're still very shaky.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. I mean, we have to give credit. We can boldly say they will not get relegated next season, but
relax.
we can boldly say that now. But yeah, at the same time, I think they still have a long way to go. I think building.
Remember, K, we've only bought how many players have we bought this summer? Apart from
Jackson, Nkunku.
Young player,
no. How many players did we buy this summer? Is it not Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson.
And who?
And Angelo. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Jackson and Angelo.
Okay, we signed that Benfica kid as well.
The
young guy.
Don't mention that guy. That guy in Afghanistan.
Why would I not mention that guy?
There's a reason why I didn't play today.
Abdul, with due respect, Diego Moreira needs to go and be playing Afghanistan or Pharaoh.
Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no. Yes. What is direct winger? When you're talking about having a direct winger, he is a direct winger. Abdul, have you seen that guy dribble? Hold on. Have you seen that guy dribbling? Have you seen that guy's pace?
He's dribbling himself. He's not dribbling.
Hold on. Have you seen his pace? That guy. Hold on. He doesn't have pace. What does he have there? Is that working to you? He's not an. He's not an.
Of United.
You don't. Stop insulting Chelsea players, man. Anthony of United, man. This guy we signed him for free. You're comparing him to 100 million pounds defensive winger. See, look, this guy, okay, he's got pace, he can dribble with skills, and he's very direct. He is not an inverted winger. He is a direct winger. Put him on the left, don't put him on the right. Then you will see trouble. And he's only 19 or 20. No, he's even 19, just 19. 18. And we got it for free. 18. Sorry, 18. 18, thank you. Okay, he's the next generation. Him and Angelo.
But I'll prefer Angelo.
No. I'm surprised that winger went to Aston Villa, the French guy. I'm surprised. Diaby.
Musa Diaby.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Which team did he go from?
I went
he went to Aston Villa. I'm surprised there was no
from where? From where?
From Bayern Leverkusen.
From Leverkusen.
Yeah,
Really, I don't know
very
him.
good. I like it. Very direct.
Very direct. Very,
Very,
very
very
direct.
good. Direct, fast.
Left-footed
Quick.
as well. I'm surprised there was no like top clubs that were.
No.
I'm surprised.
Al wanted to buy him. Al offered him, but he chose Aston Villa.
No. But I
But
mean, like, he could have gone to like a better club than Aston Villa.
But Unai Emery is a very damn coach, so I understand.
Honestly, I would have taken him at Chelsea. I think the guy is very good.
I like that Diaby guy. Very quick, direct.
but you know, Aston Villa are growing and they're very good. They've got a good manager and they've got new
and they have a good
owners.
sporting director now, Monchi. They have a good sporting director, Monchi.
But
And
you see,
another thing is, sorry guys, let me just mention it. Another thing is, from the reports we're getting, a lot of some of these young players coming to Chelsea now, they are actually making it categorical to the team that they don't want to go on loan.
Yes.
That's to show you they have the right mentality. That
Yeah.
look, we don't care maybe we are 19 or 15 or maybe we can make it. Give us this one chance. We want to see what we can do. We want to be part of Chelsea. Give us this one chance. If you don't give us this one chance, maybe just sell us.
I agree.
Okay.
That
That is why I know a lot of people don't agree with this. A lot of people criticize him, especially Chelsea fans. That is why I like Conor Gallagher. I want to be at Chelsea. I want to play anywhere. I don't care. I just want to be. I just want to be at Chelsea. So it's not like one of these other kids who like, oh, whatever. Just give me my chance. If I'm not good enough, then okay, sell me. I know I'm gone. That is what I call the right mentality, professional mentality. People forget Aspilicueta came to Chelsea when he was 22. People don't realize that. He was still in his development phase. And this guy had no talent, had no skills at all. See what he made for himself. Most of it is about having the right professional attitude. Anyway, can I continue?
No, I just said the Diaby guy. I think he would have been a good player for Chelsea to go to. Like, as a right winger as well. I think he's a very good player. Yeah, he's a right winger.
He's a right winger.
He's a right winger. You see him this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays well at Aston Villa this year and then bigger clubs. Bigger clubs getting interested. But anyways,
he's gonna cause a lot of chaos in the Premier League.
He's going to be very. Well, that's it. For me, that's the type of player he should go, because now if he performs well at Aston Villa, if you want to go buy him now, you're gonna have to go and pay like 100 million.
I remember it's Monchin, this former sporting director of Sevilla. I remember I wanted to buy Kunde from his hand. Monchin, that same sporting director is the one of Aston Villa now. Lord have mercy. We are finished.
Oh, they didn't get the Barcelona guy.
No, they didn't get him.
Maybe that's why Aston Villa actually signed him. You know, come showcase yourself for one season, and if a big clubs come for you at this amount,
they say
they'll allow you to leave. Maybe that's the reason why they want to get him now.
Yeah, fair enough, guys. Like that vid, guys. I really appreciate you guys. So almost today's stream, it playing 2 people already joined. I really appreciate you guys. Like that damn vid. Subscribe, guys. Smash that like button, guys. We'll be doing more of this, but hopefully everybody is happy today. Let's just use today's moment and enjoy and relax our body. Smash that like button. Get African likes up. Peace out, guys. God bless.
Big up.